All right. So, who wanted to go first with the recaps of our wonderful weekend role plays?
I think I can go first because I think that Emrys and CD had the first one.
That's true.
So yeah. So after last game, after Bavlorna had gotten away, and we CD and I were playing chess, we role played in our RP channel a little bit. A conversation regarding our respective love interests. CD had confessed their original name, Rune, to Emrys, so Emrys knows that now. Um, Emrys explained to CD a bit about why he had to be secretive with where his, whatever the word is, allies. That's not the right word. Whoever he is dedicated to, because the coven can be dangerous. Um, we bonded a little bit, and it was really nice. And then CD hugged Emrys, and it was very awkward. Nice.
The emotional turmoil did not stop for Emrys, unfortunately. It just snowballed.
It did.
Because the next conversation that Emrys got to have was, I think you described it as like Emrys feeling like he had like the thing that happened last episode with the hag had like upset Cal the most. He's a dramatic bitch. I make all apologies as a person and no apologies in character. So Emrys tapped Cal on the shoulder. It was just like, hey, you should meet me outside or we could talk about this a little bit. And it seems both of them walked into that conversation expecting it to go wildly different than it went. Because the TLDR of that situation was the two most emotionally constipated people in the group had a moment of genuine, heartfelt vulnerability. Cal talked about her deity for the first time and like really got into detail about like how she got connected to Umberly, and then Emrys like opened some kind of little portal thing in the Feywild and walked them into this formerly beautiful like grove that had also been, like everything else, like taken over by the swamp, and was like really honest about like how he really just wanted his home back and this woman that he loved very much. He really just wanted his life back. And Caladium, in the face of genuine and heartfelt trust and being spoken to like a human being, had no other recourse but to respond in kind. And Cal essentially did some slightly bendy of the rules, shape water nonsense, and got the pond that was in the little glade cleaned up, and pulled out a music box out of her bag and played the little music box that was the tune that her friend Dawn had originally really loved. And Dawn is the person in her life that she misses because Dawn is dead. And Dawn was murdered by her only other friend, who is Orin, who is the exact person that Cal has been chasing since the carnival, essentially. And we kind of ended the conversation off with this mutual longing for someone in Emrys's case that he can get back, and someone in Cal's case that she can't.
And they swam together, and it was really gay.
It was really gay. It was super gay. It was awesome.
It was really nice.
Gay.
Okay, I'm briefly gonna turn my camera off again so I can eat.
You're good. Bug, do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
I'm cool doing it if you don't want to, or if you have something to say. Okay.
I can go either way.
The gay things did not stop there. I actually had to pull this up to remind myself exactly
That's
what I
was
said.
doing.
I was like, what did I get up to? After returning to the tavern, Star had approached Dusty post argument the day before to talk about said argument. Dusty, who hates arguments and also conversations, did agree. Unfortunately for Dusty, they cannot tell any lies. So the minute Star starts prodding at their emotions and getting into their head, they just kind of spit out whatever's inside of them. Um, Star, as always, lovely, adorable, so sweet. Dusty is over here accidentally spilling the beans about some of their family members, and also may have said some gay shit to Star because they could not control themselves. It's not their fault, they can't deceive. Um, when things got too emotional for them, they immediately ended the conversation by saying they should go to bed. Star, if you have anything to say about your experience.
That was pretty accurate. To be precise, I believe the words gorgeous were used. Star's got a little bit of a big head about it. She's gonna keep that to herself for now. But yeah.
And then Andy, our wonderful corrupted data, has been logging our role play.
That I
So
had.
so anyone that is watching, in the description of the video, will have a link for a Google Doc that is gonna have that RP there if anyone is interested in reading it.
Andy, you do have a God inspiration for volunteering to do that for us.
Thank you, thank you. And going forward, we'll have a Google Doc for each session, correct?
Yeah.
Like we'll have it in the description. Okay.
Yeah.
Just confirming that my job is secure. Okay.
All right. I believe that was everything. We're ready
is this
to
a
start.
D20 inspiration?
It is an advantage inspiration.
Okay.
Like you can reroll something if you so desire.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So, after several gay conversations, you all find yourselves back at the inn at the end of the road, having a cozy sleep. Emrys,
Already?
as you are drifting off to sleep, you find yourself as if your very consciousness is moving through this root system. And it is expansive. When it finally clears, you find yourself looking up at this same gnarled tree that you were looking at in a very similar vision when you first came to the carnival. And very much like last time, it has no face amongst its dark, twisted exterior, but you hear it speak in this groaning voice. Return. Tomorrow Nell awaits you.
A Deku tree talking to you? Oh my god.
Tamara Nell, how do you spell that?
I will send it in the chat.
Thank you.
Not the Deku tree.
Deku tree.
Where's my phone?
As you peer up at it, your mind flashes with images of a golden city, many towering spires with interconnecting little ropes is what it appears to be like. It's like you're viewing it at a distance. And an additional flash of a small, orange-skinned, red-haired boy curled up amongst these gnarled roots. When you awake in the morning, the branches on your head are just a little bit longer.
Oh, my crown
boy.
has grown.
Just
okay.
a few centimeters, probably only noticeable to you and Cal.
Do I
Merlot.
Do I know anything about Tamara Nell? Does that mean anything to me?
You can make a history check.
First roll of the game.
Don't fuck it up.
You
Oh,
got
I'm
this.
gonna.
I have faith.
I don't know which dice I want to use. That went way out of my tray. History. 14.
You can recognize that the word is elven in nature, but you don't know what it is.
Ominous. Thank you. I feel
I
like
love-
the hair on my neck is standing up.
I love that I'm not totally sure if Cal also gets to notice those few centimeters because we've slept together or because I spent a gay amount of time looking at your face.
It's because
it's-
you slept together.
I see. Excellent.
Oh, this is so exciting. I'll have to redraw him.
Mm-hmm.
So just for my own brain, when you say it's a couple centimeters longer, or is it all the branches or is it like just in length?
It's the part that's growing up and the part that's growing down around, like it's framing his face more.
Okay.
That is
Another
where we
thing I
began our
wanted to
morning.
ask, the
Mhm.
tree. You said I'd seen it previously in a vision at the carnival.
Yeah, remember when you rolled a nat 20 before we started this game and I gave you a wonderful little tidbit?
Maybe I'd have to check our text messages. I don't think it's in my
It's
notes.
buried in there. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Do I recognize that tree from anywhere? Or is it just something I've only seen in that memory?
You've only seen it in these visions that you're having.
Okay. Visions, not memories.
Mhm.
So you said Tamara Nell is waiting for you. That's the word specifically that you used. Right?
Marinella awaits you.
Awaits you. Okay. Thank you. That's all my questions.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, staring up at the ceiling.
Big old cat yawn.
Cheers, all of you. Did we sleep
CD,
in the
what did
big
you
room?
count tonight?
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
we
someone
did.
specifically asked for the big room.
CD did.
Yes.
What did I count last night? The sheets. They are. There's quite a number of threads on the sheets. I hit 600 before I lost track of them.
I don't know if that's good or not, but okay.
They're very high quality. I imagine that they're rather soft.
They do feel soft.
But I'm glad that they were comfortable for you. And did you sleep well?
I did. Yeah.
Right. Well, good morning, Star.
Good morning.
I feel like Dusty, who would have woken up early, is just staying in the room, is sitting there like, what the fuck? Why are you guys so happy? It's so early right now.
I think
CD's been awake this entire time, so.
I think Emrys, when he wakes up, I like to imagine that he is a very pretty sleeper and doesn't move around a lot when he sleeps. So I like to imagine that he kind of just like lays there like Sleeping Beauty and then opens his eyes. Like that's how he awakes each morning.
It's
But I
pretty,
feel
but
like
it's scary.
I feel like he would have woken up and maybe felt at his, because I feel like they've been the same for a while. It's a living crown. It comes out from the base of his skull and wraps around. So I feel like he would feel the difference. And considering the mood he was in last night and the mood he is now in because of this odd recurring orange-skinned little boy, He's probably just gonna get up and try to slink out to the baths and probably not say much to you guys. He's just gonna kind of like creep his way through.
But it is bath time.
I
Because
was
it
going
is-
to suggest we take a bath.
I was gonna
It is
say,
bath
My
time.
first
Dusty is
sticky.
not a pretty sleeper. Dusty's entire little fur patch is probably covered in drool because they sleep like. They need to wash themselves.
Emrys sleeps like
I
a
am-
corpse, like he's dead.
Right?
I have an uncle who very legitimately sleeps like this and does not move.
When I was a kid, I
Does
used
not
to.
move.
My
So
mom had
sorry.
to like check to make sure that I wasn't dead as a kid because I would sleep like that. I can't anymore.
Ah, nonsense.
Vampires.
Actual
I wish.
vampires.
Um,
I
bath
imagine
time.
bath time. Cal is also not a pretty sleeper. I don't think Cal is very much a pretty anything, personally. But I imagine she's a little bit like my younger brother, and she fucking fights people in her sleep. Because what else would she be doing?
So we have 2 sleep fighters.
Literally.
Oh my god.
You expect of children
Them
raised
close
to
to each
fight.
other and let them just fucking duke it out in their sleep.
But I
Between
imagine she.
Cal and Dusty, how are you guys getting to sleep at night?
That's a great question.
And see,
But no,
is
I.
aware of all of this. In the room with you guys when you sleep.
I turn into a cute little kitty cat ball and just purr 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 all night long.
There's. I love Star.
So cute.
But yeah, no,
watch
I
my
imagine her like those anime characters that just have like they are sideways on their little bed mat, blanket off on one side, pillows somewhere off on the other. Just nonsense. Inosuke from fucking Demon Slayer. That's what I'm picturing. But yeah.
Picture Buttercup from Powerpuff Girls punching the air while she sleeps. That's what Dusty's doing.
But yeah, I
Honestly,
think
Cal is giving Bertolt from Attack on Titan.
Yes.
yes. I know so little about Attack on Titan, so I'm not sure if that's a compliment.
It's a mixed bag.
Yeah, mixed
I
bag.
see.
Very mixed bag.
Then
The comparison has been made.
I'm gonna have to look into this. But yeah, I also think Cal just kind of rolls out of bed, slightly wide-eyed as the full gravity of last night's situation hits her in the face. And she is also just going to very casually shuffle on down to the bath and just sink under the water. She's just gonna sit at the bottom of the tub.
I like to think Star had cute little dreams considering the conversation that was had last night. So when she's in the shower, she's just like to herself.
Are we all bathing together again?
I guess so. Dusty feels gross and crusty. They are no longer dusty. They are crusty.
I like to imagine. I like to imagine that Emrys was already in the bath, and that Cal coming in and sinking under the water while he's gonna go, huh?
Who is the next one to come into the bathroom after Cal and Emrys?
I want to be a
Dusty.
clean gal.
Star, it appears you have walked in on something.
Oh,
Oh no, you're okay. Come in. You're okay.
okay.
My brain did not connect.
Are you sure? I could go. I could go.
I
A single
Honor-
thumbs up raises from the bottom of the tub.
Sure, okay.
I certainly wish
I'm
it's
gonna
what it
go
looks like.
to
Be like,
the
keep it in your
shower
pants
area.
room.
Oh, there was only one very large bath.
Oh, last time I thought that we showered. I feel like we were like talking
Nope.
about like standing and like being in different
There
areas
was,
of the
there was
thing.
some standing at the
Okay.
edges of the bathtub, but
I
I went and
see.
stood in the
I was
corner of the tub.
confused.
it was a large bathtub, a little shelf for sitting, and then a deeper part as the well of the tub.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, then I will just be sitting in a corner that neither of you are in.
I imagine Caladium is making her way to the deepest part of it and is just sat down there.
Like a
Fully
rock.
crisscross applesauce, spat.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. Beautiful.
When Dusty like walks into the bath, Star's going to like have hopefully washed off like a bulk of the dirt, and then just like trying to not be like obvious, but trying to like bathe cutely.
I feel like I was thinking Dusty would have come in when everybody was like, oh, and just stood there like, okay.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
Well, never mind.
Wonderful.
Then
That's
she bathes
delightful.
cutely the whole time.
Performance
I
check.
feel like Dusty doesn't get in the tub
stop.
normal.
Okay.
They like dunk their head in first and then roll into it.
I love
They're
the
the
12-year-old
heroes that
boy.
needs the most love.
What'd you say?
15.
Star's bathing pretty cute.
I'm bathing pretty
Not
cute.
looking.
She's
Dusty is being respectful after last night's conversation.
Being respectful.
If anything, they're looking at Emrys because that's like the only one that they're like, nothing for me.
Emrys is in a corner, kind of backed. His arms are propped on the seat, and he has like his hands over his eyes, and he's just sitting there for the time being.
Yeah, like I said, Dusty's looking at Emrys because it's one of their party members. It's like, I feel nothing. All right.
I'm so curious, Clove. Can they see where Cal is? Just sat
When
there.
they come
You're
into the
counting?
room, yes, they can see Cal down at the
Okay.
bottom.
Just sat. Okay. I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure. Excellent. Fully imagine that she is just crisscross applesauce in the deepest part of this place, fully sitting there like this, trying to process.
I think Emrys, with his eyes closed, is sitting there trying to. Because this is the second time that he's seen this small boy now. The first time, he thought it was just like a quirky trick of the carnival, like, oh, haha, it's showing a reflection that isn't yours. But now this is the second time that he's seen it. So I think he's just trying to picture this person in his mind's eye and just failing to think of where he knows him from. And then after some time, he would get up and he'd be like, okay, everyone, great talk. And then he'll go to the bar and get a drink. And like a morning drink.
I was gonna say,
When
is he
A
day
mimosa,
drinking
if you
already?
will.
bar, there is a massive breakfast spread. It is material plain food. There's a little Feywild food. Renice has gone above and beyond this morning.
Renice? What's the occasion?
You all ran Bavlorna out of here. This is the best way that I can say my thanks.
Oh,
I even
Renice.
had to whip out my old material plane cookbooks for, some of your friends.
I'm sure they will adore it. Thank you. Can I get a drink while we're here? I would
Of course,
would
darling.
love a mimosa.
Mimosa coming up. She will pour you one.
Do you
Now,
Oh, go ahead.
I think you were going to ask me the same question I'm about to elaborate on.
Oh, I was
you?
not.
Now, my friend that can get you all place to place in here, I did go ahead and message him for you all because I assume this is not the stopping point. Exactly know where he is. I know it's not downfall, but he is expecting you all.
He's expecting us to go to a place we do not know.
Yeah. It's a Feywild. What more can you ask for?
Just seek him and we shall find.
Pretty much.
Okay. What is this friend's name?
His name is Von Rail. He's an elven man.
Love Vaughn. Okay, sorry, continue.
I love him as well. I will send how to spell his name in the group chat.
I want to seduce Renice so bad.
I think you should shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
I'm gonna fuck
Shoot
Vaughn.
your shot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Shoot your shot.
Please, go ahead, fuck Vaughn.
So
He's
fine.
an elven man. You can't miss him once you find him.
Okay. You said you had messaged him. What did you tell him?
I told him I had a very talented group of wanderers that were in need of safe passage to thither.
Is he expecting
did-
anything of us?
I don't know why he would, truthfully. I did tell him that you all successfully ran that hag out of here. Had to get him interested somehow.
Yeah, most people out here wouldn't do a favor for nothing. Okay. Well, I do appreciate it. And I know my friends will enjoy the food. It looks wonderful. Do
Thank
you
you, dear.
do you cook often?
I did, whenever, Prismere was whole.
I'm just taking notes. Sorry. Well, it smells delicious. Thank you again.
You're
And
quite welcome. Thank you all.
of course.
I can only hope that you're continuously successful.
If not, we'll die trying. I will, at least.
Very possible.
Unfortunately.
She refills your mimosa.
I will start as I feel like we will kind of delve just more into small talk because Emrys doesn't have a lot to say. And he's just gonna kind of pick over the food, not gorging himself. I feel like he's a light breakfast kind of guy. He's going for berries.
He eats like a bird.
He eats like a bird. Yeah.
Dusty, you eat like Dusty, who eats rabbit food.
I think about then is probably when Star would come down and be like, Renice, this is wonderful. Why?
You all are so very strange. You did me a major favor running Bavlorna out of here. Of course
We
I'm going
did?
to. Yes. Absolutely you did. I hated that
thank
witch.
you. He wasn't very nice.
No, not at all.
From further down on the table, Emrys is picking up some things and putting it in his hands, and he says, "Does your gratitude indicate you don't see her returning?"
At least not for some time. I suspect she'll want to regroup with her sisters, which is perhaps why I'm pushing you to move on.
That is my fear as well. And then I'm going back to picking.
I want
Well.
to look for orange food.
Orange.
I'm keeping up my
There's-
joke.
There's
I
plenty of orange food. Whatever you imagine your character would find a very comforting breakfast is on the table.
Star's looking for like yogurt, oatmeal, soft stuff that she can lap up.
Oh, Star. I love
You
her
guys-
so much.
Do you guys know Wisp the kitten on TikTok? Because
Yes.
how icky she gets when she
Yes.
eats.
Oh.
That's what I'm picturing.
No,
Keep picturing Star's
she's-
that cat that's like covered in milk.
she's eating
Yeah.
cutely.
Little baby Star covered in yogurt.
No, not
God,
covered.
I have
She
the
is
perfect
eating
picture for
cutely.
this.
Literally like a.
Oh my god.
I feel like Dusty just goes down there, takes a plate full of orange foods, unsure what they all are, and just sits. Just eating their little orange foods.
The picture.
That's how I
Oh,
see
no,
Star
this
in my head.
picture.
I know that's not what her fur palette is, but that's how I picture her.
Oh,
Little. That's how I feel
Oh
about
my
her.
god.
Oh my
Precious.
god.
oh,
The belly.
little fat
The
little
belly.
nugget.
The
So
little nugget guy.
full. Oh,
Oh,
I want
oh
to
my
say
goodness.
thank you to Renice for making breakfast.
Yes, thank
Not
you.
like out loud, but like a very
Very
subtle like.
welcome.
I feel like as Cal is the last one left in the bath. Once she is the last one kind of in there, she does surface essentially, actually take care of what she needs to take care of, and then she is also going to bebop on downstairs, see the impressive spread of food in front of her, and just look at Renice like, you, ma'am, I think are my favorite person that I've met in this place.
You're very charming, dear.
Emrys scoffs.
I said that
Charming.
I feel like as Cal like walks over to the table, Cal casually hip checks the chair that Emrys is in. I didn't meet you in here. Now did I?
I feel like Dusty would have still laughed. Like, if they heard Emma scoff.
I like to think
And
it was like a.
Yeah, Dusty's cackling. They're like,
I very
That's the
specifically laughed at, like, did a little giggle to myself because you were called charming.
I know that's never been a word to describe Caladium, not once in her life. But I do feel like what Caladium is going to then proceed to do is load up her plate with various forms of scrambled eggs and every available breakfast meat that she can find, and just proceed to shove all of it in her mouth at the same time.
She's eating a fucking Grand Slam breakfast.
Yes,
God,
she
this is
is.
so good right now. I should order IHOP.
Is there like a pile of coins for CD?
I feel like Dusty does not like being like given things, so they're going to leave more like origami flowers on the table for her.
Upon
She slips
seeing,
them back behind the counter.
I want to, like, after that, kind of, like, go up to Dusty and be like, hey, can you show me how to do that sometime?
Me? Are you-
Yeah,
I suppose I could.
okay.
Showed CD.
Also, I know with what happened yesterday morning, they thought it would be a good idea to not let me do my morning routine alone. Would you mind coming with me? I was going to ask CD as well.
Sure. I don't see why not.
Okay. And then I'll go up to CD and be like, CD, will you, after breakfast, stay with me and Dusty while I look at my ball?
CD has kind of just been sitting at this table not eating anything and will look up to you and say, of course, Starlight. I'm ready whenever you are.
Thank you.
look at Renice one more time before going upstairs. Be like, thank you again.
Oh, you're very
Very
welcome.
kind and hospitable.
It is my business. Thank you.
I don't want her.
Are we
Dusty
pondering
likes
our
old
orb?
ladies. We're pondering the orb.
How do you think Dusty likes Star? She's taller than him or her and has yelled at her at least twice now.
This is
I
why you want.
yell.
Did argue. I don't know if it was yelling.
Okay. So,
Did you roll your
I guess
D8?
not yet.
Okay.
Um, as we go up there, I think she's gonna like sit on like the edge of the like round green rug that's on there and like wait for you guys to also sit. And then just kind of be like, if something happens, well, I'm not really sure what you would do, but please don't cut off my hand like Emra said. I thought about that, and I think I would rather have not an eye.
Just sitting there, one-handed.
I was gonna say no offense, Dusty. I think I would rather have the hand than the eye. So try not to
By
let
the
me
way,
hurt
I
myself.
got up to grab some food. Sorry.
I took CD and Dusty upstairs to do the ball.
Okay.
We've been left alone again.
No surprise there.
I know.
Well, you offered to cut off my hand, and the other one didn't really move to go get anyone whenever it happened last time, so you were
got the
just like,
attitude,
should we
bitches.
stop this?
You two are busy being catty.
Eyeball?
We need action.
So, yeah. CD trimmed her nails, which she thought was very nice and a good solution, and, you know, so the roll. I got a 1. It's Tale of the Clever Animal.
You get the story you're expecting from a spirit that does not sound anything like the one that spoke to you previously.
I like to imagine, because it's the spirit of an animal, that, like, the voice that comes out is, like, the animal voice. Like, I'm not, like, saying words right now. I'm like,
You're
bark,
fucking
bark, bark.
chittering.
That's you right now.
God, that is so
Make little
fucking
animal
funny.
sounds. Guys, do we think I should get IHOB? I'll just talk about breakfast food. Maybe really
Yes,
hungry.
absolutely. Treat yourself.
Absolutely, you should.
I'm
love
getting
IHOP.
pizza. I just heard Matt on the phone.
Ah.
I was about to turn around and be like, hey, what are we doing for dinner? And then as soon as I took my headset off, he was like, can I get an extra large for all what? I was like, yeah.
I made steak fried rice tonight, so that's what I am eating.
Oh, yum.
Ooh.
I ate one of my favorite pasta dishes with the chicken that I had also made. So
Yum.
Delightful.
It looked good.
So, seance performed for the morning. Is there anything else that we wanted to take care of before leaving the inn at the end of the road?
I do, since Cal and Emrys have been left alone at the breakfast table. For somewhat understandable reasons, to be fair. Somewhat understandable, you know. We are neither one of us the most comforting individuals. I do think that if there is a moment where I just forgot the lady's name. Shit.
Renice.
Renice, thank you. I do feel like if there is a moment where Renice like steps kind of back behind the bar and is not currently paying attention to the two of us.
Absolutely.
I do feel as if Cal, kind of swilling her own drink in her hand, does lean over a little bit toward Emrys. And the only real comment that she's going to make is, I just want to double check. I didn't dream the place that you took me last night? That was not a dream. We actually went to a different place, right?
Yes, that was
Okay.
real.
That was very real. Okay. That
I
real is a hell of a word for it.
if if it were a dream, I think it might have been less emotional.
Probably.
But I did mean everything I said, by the way. I don't really feel comfortable talking about it. It was a moment of vulnerability, and I meant it, but I don't wish to share that with anyone else. I
I
needed
don't
you to
really.
understand. Sorry. I needed
You're
you
good.
to understand that I'm on the same side as you here. That was the only way I knew how.
I won't tell if you won't tell. Because gods know I feel that way about the shit that came out of my mouth last night.
Well, you certainly know how I feel about not telling people things. So no worries. How do you think their seance is going?
I mean, I don't hear anybody screaming. So I can only assume that everybody's hands and eyes are intact.
Do you think that's like real thing
I
that Star
mean,
does?
here's the thing. A little while ago, maybe like a month and a half, 2 months ago, I would have been on the fence about it. But there's an actual sea goddess that talks to me in my head now. So, yeah, I'm willing to believe that Star can talk to ghosts. I'm willing to believe that at this point. Yeah.
You know, I have been on the fence as well, but I thought she might be a little too committed if she was willing to gouge out an eye.
Yeah, that's concerning, I think. Just slightly. Cause like, I mean, I've seen people I saw people at the arena sometimes. They'd have like fucking sideshows where people would do shit like that. And it was kind of easy to tell when they were like just sort of reading the crowd and doing little bits of ineffectual magic essentially. That did not seem like it was fake.
Yeah.
But what the fuck do I know? They don't pay me to think.
Fair. For my own curiosity, what like above table, what is Cal
Mhm.
eating?
Um,
Like what is comforting to Cal?
oh my god, let me think. My first instinct is meat.
I thought meats as well.
Yeah, like genuinely I'm thinking like um meat and potatoes is what comes to my mind. So I'm picturing like hash browns that have been smothered in some sort of like gravy concoction with like sausage and bacon and little bits of scrambled eggs mixed in there. Cal has taken each of those things individually and slurped them all into one bowl, mixed it very vigorously with a fork, and is currently just shoveling it into her mouth as fast as she can.
Al's eating my IHOP order that's on the way. I got the steak and hash browns.
Fucking excellent. Like she is eating in the same way that my grandfather described having to eat when he was at Marine boot camp. That's the way that Cal eats.
Um, After we chat and everyone comes back down, I would want to kind of give them the rundown of Von Royale. Um, Kind of let everyone know that he's expecting us and is able to give us passage to. You said thither is where
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then basically let everyone know that unless they have something else to do, that's maybe going to be our next step.
Imrith, you said he was an elven man?
That's what Renice said.
Do you remember when we were at the spring and we all got visions and one of mine was of Renice? I wonder if it's the other one that I saw. I saw an elven man sitting under a tree very happily.
In a tree.
In a tree, very happily.
What did he look like?
He had long brown hair and a very serene look on his face.
I guess we will see. Renice didn't give me a description. She just said I would know when I saw him.
I guess I will too.
um, I would want to make a point also because we've all been, warming up and been kind of chatty this morning. Except for CD. So I think if CD hasn't said anything, Emrys would go out of his way to talk to him before they left. Kind of maybe like away from everyone else. Or around everyone else, it doesn't really matter. But I think Emrys would come up to him and say, "Hello, corrupted data. How was your night and your morning?"
Uh, Fine. I'm not too fond of sleeping indoors. It gets a bit boring after so long. And only count the boards of the ceiling and the threads of the sheets so many times.
Where would you rather sleep?
Oh, I'm much happier outside staring at the sky.
We seem to be. Is there a window in the room?
In the bedrooms, there is not.
There's not. Hmm. Hmm. But there are like in the rest of the building, right? Perhaps if we come back, Renice would be okay with you not sleeping in a room.
Oh, I don't want to be far away from you all in case something happens, and I don't want to be a bother to Renice. I don't mind. It's all right. How was your breakfast, Emrys? Did you sleep all right?
I slept okay. The breakfast was good. Did you eat anything? Do you eat?
No,
Never at all?
no.
Hmm. I've been wanting to ask.
Never hungry, never thirsty. I've tried, but
You're
no
not missing
guts.
out on too much. Um, but yeah, that's it. I just wanted to make some small talk with CD. Emrys missed him.
I want to do my meditations and then we can go.
I'm gonna say the whole time that you're talking to CD doesn't seem very chipper about anything today.
Oh,
Cry.
my.
Taking a mental note of it, but don't want to badger the robot before our big day. That seems more like a nighttime conversation.
So we're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna walk out,
Okay.
walk towards the rest of the group.
I, the
Well,
player, am heartbroken.
I've been sitting here staring at my nose, and I'm like, man, I'm sad. CD must be sad too.
you all find yourselves back out in the swamp with no real direction to speak of. Um, you're slogging your way through the tepid waters. It's not so high that you have to swim, but it's enough that your feet are in disgusting, stinky mud as you flop your way through it.
Just took a bath.
You did just take a bath. You come to the edge of a clearing and you can feel the temperature shift. It's icily cold here, and the air is filled with the sound of haunting flute music. Without stepping into it, you can see there are several armored figures, frozen, standing completely still. And there is another figure sitting atop a very large toadstool in the middle.
I think hearing the flute music, Star would kind of try to like harmonize with it, having just recently found out that, or not found out, but like gained her voice again.
Wonderful. The figure doesn't move. They continue to sit on the toadstool playing the music.
What does the figure look like?
From this distance, you can tell just from the fact that you can see ram's horns that this is a satyr sitting on here.
Do I recognize that satyr?
You'd have to step into the clearing to get a better look.
I want to take just the most delicate step forward, just trying to find where I can stand and see if I can recognize.
Val is not far behind.
At this distance, you can tell it isn't Palace, but there is a satyr man sitting here playing a pan flute.
Oh,
And you can also tell that the armored figures are just suits of armor.
when I see that it's not Palace, my shoulders like visibly slump and I like deflate a little bit, but I'm just gonna stand there and turn around to look at the others.
Andy, when we had our conversation, did you specifically mention that Palace was a satyr?
I think I may have. Let me go back and check, because I think I did. Forgive me as I scroll.
While you're scrolling, Cal was not far behind CD.
Yes, I did say satyr. Sorry, continue.
I would like. Can I make some kind of perception check to see like why they're just random
Absolutely.
suits of armor frozen?
Yes. Anybody who would like to is willing to can make a perception check on these suits of armor.
Okay. I like to think I would notice CD slump and that it would click for me. Why? Because we just had a conversation. So I'm not going to say anything, but I am going to come up and put my hand on CD's shoulder as we're looking on.
Put my hand on your hand and
I
drop
got an
it.
18 for perception.
I got a
Delightful.
24.
Assessing.
Delightful.
I got a
I
big
got a big
11.
8.
Okay. Cal, to you they just look like crusty, dusty old suits of armor.
Yeah.
Star, these suits of armor appear as if they are mid-battle, like completely frozen in place. One has an arm raised as if they are striking. The other has an arm, or like to the side of this one. Dusty. You recognize this armor, and you're standing there trying to place it when like a hazy sensation comes over you, and you
What's
are
happening?
wearing this armor. It's not clean, but it is newer, and you are swinging a brilliant blue sword at someone.
Okay.
You can't make out their face. You can see you have large, dark brown fur-covered hands.
Okay.
And as you're mid-attack, pain overcomes you as an assailant that you could not see swings a great axe into your arm and cleaves it clean through.
Arm. Oh my lord. That is not how I lost my arm, guys.
It is not.
You also
You
don't have
see-
brown fur.
I don't. I'm
very-
not brown. I'm not.
I,
afflicted with
as a
brown.
player,
quite
am
large.
so curious as to how Dusty with an 18 got that, but me with a 24 just didn't recognize. Like, why you? What did you do?
Robert,
What are you up to?
do I feel my ear? Do I have? Am I like still a rabbit person?
No, you can feel that you are larger, bulkier, that you have a much longer reach than you do as a rabbit person.
Am I? I'm a bear.
I know.
Would you like to make a perception check?
So I would like to figure out what I am.
Excellent. Go ahead, roll for me.
Oh. Oh no, I got a 7. I don't know what I am.
You do not know what you are.
I'm big.
This
And I'm
memory
brave.
starts to fade from you as blood gouts out of the stump of that arm.
That's so fucked up. My arm. I feel like when Dusty comes back from whatever the hell their brain just went, they're just gonna absolutely scratch at their missing arm. Like, that does not feel good.
There's the strangest phantom sensation there. It's lingering with you.
So
Is
weird.
Dusty
Dusty hasn't had an
bleeding?
arm since they were literally a newborn. So
Mhm.
uncomfortable.
Dusty is not bleeding. Dusty's perfectly fine. Just got a
My
little
arm is
spacey for a second.
normal. It's just
Was
itchy.
Was it the same arm?
It was the same arm.
Interesting. God,
Ugh.
I hate having knowledge as a player.
Does
I
Dusty,
feel like Dusty's just
Um,
sitting there like,
does
ugh.
Dusty look any kind of way when they're remembering this? Does
Glazed over, and at the point in the memory at which the arm was chopped off, there is a visible pinch of like pain on their face. The pain was real. You could feel it.
Yeah, that's fine. I feel like Dusty comes out of that. It's just like, oh, I fucking hate this place.
Dusty, what's
This place
wrong?
is horrible.
Are you alright?
Just saying things. Just feeling things.
Looking at the armor, one of them, the chest plate has an emblem on it that includes a shooting star.
Oh, fuck me. I just thought it was a coincidence they named me that.
I got excited and knocked my phone over.
I guess I'm just gonna step up in there and be like, hey. Because Dusty did not like that one bit.
Are you talking to the satyr?
Yes. Just, hey.
Getting closer to him, this guy looks unwell. Like, actually very pale, very sickly. And there is a massive, festering wound down the center of his chest. And he stops
Oh my God,
playing
am
the
I
flute.
you?
He
Does
stops
he
playing the
have
flute
both
for
of his
just a
arms?
moment. He does have both of his arms. Can I help you?
Did you... What is this?
This place? This one?
No. Did you put those images in my mind?
Here? No.
What are these suits of armor here for?
Oh. They're relics of the War of Tenacity.
Have I ever heard of this war?
Make a history check.
It was cocked. Hold on. Can I roll in the tray?
Can I roll to see if I know what this is?
You absolutely can.
Got an 18.
can all of us roll?
If you're close enough to hear him, you can roll.
I'm just saying that
Respectfully,
Dusty, like,
I'm
stepped
close
up.
enough, but I wouldn't know.
I was about to say, I don't think I would know this either.
I don't know. I got it too.
I've been on one island only.
I've just never been here.
Dusty, you have heard the name before, and you're sitting there trying to place it because you know that it was a rather famous war.
It's Probably something my not father taught me about that I didn't listen to.
He continues speaking. This was the key battlefield of the war. The Goblin Court and the Unseelie, their last war about 8,000 years ago.
And I feel like Dusty would go up to the one that they know what they were in, kind of like brush their fingers over the emblem and just be like, I don't know much about that war, if anything.
Most people don't. I do. I'm a lore keeper, or I was.
And is there something? I don't have delicate words. Is there something wrong with you?
Cursed.
It's unfortunate.
I asked Bevlorna Blightstraw to help me forget my long lost lovers, and she took my heart.
And she cursed you?
Yeah, I assume. Can't feel anything. Always cold.
It's very unfortunate. I don't delve in magic, though, so I cannot help you, friend.
Who said Clover?
Me. When we were in Bavlorna's house, didn't we come across a heart?
Oh my god.
You came across a heart, and when Cal picked it up, she knew immediately that it was the heart of a satyr.
Oh my god, no!
Do you have
Wait,
it? What did you do with it?
wait! I didn't. I hadn't done it yet.
I'm just
You still have it.
I hadn't done it yet
Oh
because
my
I
God!
had my emotional heart to heart with Emrys, and I didn't get to do my sacrifice. I still have
I don't think Dusty was with you when you found it, so they don't know. So they're just like, oh, that sucks,
I
friend.
was, wasn't I? I was
it.
with you.
Star was with Cal, yes.
Wait, were you with me? Because like that was when we were in the meat chest. You
Star
knew
was
out
with
of
Cal.
it. Okay,
I was with
wasn't
you.
sure. Okay,
We, for the most part, we stayed together.
You two were
Okay.
buddy together.
I
Okay.
felt off for a little
Okay.
bit.
Upon hearing this, I'm gonna make that connection in my little cat brain and whip around and be like, Caladium, do you still have the heart we found?
Cal's gonna like
You
look
found
over
the
at Star, and for like half a second, Cal is gonna be like, "What the fuck are you?" And then it clicks. It's just like, oh, the fuck, the one from the meat chest.
The one from the meat chest.
Oh my god, hang on. I do think I still have that in my bag because I
Is it
didn't.
okay?
You found a heart.
We found a heart.
You didn't think to tell the group about this.
It was a heart. I don't know. I thought she was
for
gonna do
things.
something weird.
A weird heart.
A heart.
Hang on, let me. Hey, Clove, do I need to? Actually, funny fact, because of the things that I was gonna use it for, do I need to like? Clove, you're looking at me. What do I need to do here?
I need you to roll a wisdom check.
Oh,
No!
guidance,
Not a
guidance?
save?
Can I guidance?
You can guide it.
Guidance.
What
You
does guidance
saw
do
how-
again?
It gives you a D4.
Yes.
Can I give you bardic inspiration as well, so that you can have a D8?
Okay.
Oh
listen,
wait, this isn't. Oh, it's a saving throw, isn't it?
It's a check.
It's a check. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Guidance.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Wisdom check. Okay. And I get to add a D4 and a D8 to this, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. That all told.
Hey, Red,
Yes.
you can re-roll the bardic inspiration and take a higher roll if you want. That's part of this.
I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna do that.
Part of my bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I have nothing
Okay.
to help you here. I keep
Okay.
looking at my
It's
sheet.
okay.
No.
That is a 20 all told.
Very, very good. You hesitate for just a moment before you pull it out and hold up the very slowly but still beating heart.
Now, I have it. Did I feel something in the back of my brain?
Just the slightest stiffness in your joints as you move to hold it up.
Gotcha. Caladium is going to make a mental note of that. And is probably going to need to find a replacement. I have it, and I hold it up to Star. Yeah, I didn't get to. I had another thing happen to me last night, and I didn't get to do my usual rituals. So yeah, I still have it.
Oh, thank gosh. Okay. Uh, can we give it to him?
I mean, I think we
It's his
can
heart.
just.
You're giving it to him. Also, he's right there. I'm pretty sure he can see you.
He's
Well,
staring in like the best that he can muster of shock. Like very, very slight expression on his face.
Please excuse my friend's lack of delicacies. Give this man his heart. It's an obvious choice.
yeah.
Cal is going to hand off this. She's going to hand this man his heart back.
You get close to his chest with it, and involuntarily, his ribcage opens up and snaps shut around the heart.
Woo!
Oh, Lord.
That's never happened before.
Maybe I should have prayed the way the click taught me to.
He looks a little like sick for a moment before he starts to like violently cough up some flowers, like a big bundle of flowers. Oh my god. I didn't think anybody was ever I didn't think that was going to be fixable. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I'm Octavian, by the way. He extends a hand.
Palladium.
Sorry about the nastiness just now. Don't make deals with hags.
No, dude, nastiness is where I live. I completely understand. You're all good, man.
I don't think we'll be making any deals with hags anytime soon.
Good. It's not a good choice. Never goes quite how you expect. You,
Good.
little Herringon. You want the War of Tenacity? You interested?
Oh, Heronius, please save me. Yes, I would like to know.
It was the one and only war fought between the Unseelie Court and the Goblin Court. They've been allies ever since. They found themselves evenly matched and considered it to be better off as allies than as enemies. As I stated, it was about 8,000 years ago. Sometimes you'll find little battle sites like this out and about. I couldn't really, I kind of lost the will to walk any farther when I got here. But you know, it wasn't a bad place to sit. I do quite like history.
Do you know who wore this armor?
Not anybody that was particularly important. Those would be most likely with the Unseelie or the goblins still.
All right. I don't like this place. I don't like it at all.
I feel like Caladium has, like, as the conversation has moved on, Caladium has, like, steps back a little bit and is also kind of looking at the armor and is just kind of rubbing the back of her neck a little bit.
I'm going to kind of like nudge you and be like, it feels good to do something nice, doesn't it?
That is not what I'm worried about in the slightest bit.
What do you mean?
Star, sweetheart, here's the thing. And Cal is going to say this kind of quietly as the conversation is otherwise occupied. Cal is going to say kind of quietly, I had intentions for the things that I found in that place. And I've given that up. And so now I'm a little worried about maybe finding a replacement thing that I need to use. I'm a little concerned. I've never intended something for, lack of a better word, sacrifice, and then not delivered. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, that is concerning. But I think that what we did here was good. What you did here was good. And that we'll figure it out together. You know? We'll find something.
I will
I promise.
I will certainly have to figure it out, yeah. But yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll figure it out.
Don't worry.
I will do my best. I, the player, have so many bad feelings. I have so many bad feelings.
Listen, you could have encountered him pre-going to Bavlorna, but we never rolled his encounter. So this has just been cooking.
Look, if Cal comes down to it, I will give you a finger.
No! Perhaps you only have like 5 of those.
I don't use them. Also, I have 3 and a thumb.
You fight
No.
with your fists, and you're telling us you don't use your fingers.
I kick things.
Also, you have other things, hopefully, that you're going to use your fingers for in the future, so don't be so quick to give them up.
I have this one. Guys, I'm gonna turn off my camera because my food is here.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a little break because I have to pee.
Okay.
How we feeling, besties?
I feel
Great.
so
Feelings.
pressed right now.
I'm
It's
having a
good
very fun
night.
time.
2 vision.
I'm
My
so
I feel like
scared.
the
I am
hair on the
seeing
back
so
of my
much.
neck has not stopped standing since we started playing.
I thoroughly enjoyed seeing everybody's reactions to all of this.
I genuinely am like, I'm seeing so much and understanding so little.
Eventually, I will tell you
Maybe.
what my inspiration for this was, and you will giggle.
I'm sure I will. I'm just over here like, I thought my name was just a silly little name. I didn't think it meant anything, and now I'm seeing stars everywhere.
That's so funny.
Girl that I like calls herself Star. It's not lost on me how weird it is.
What was I going to say? Oh shit. I do not know. It's gone.
I'm so worried.
I bet you are.
I'm
gonna give you a
legitimately
toe.
I'm so scared.
Co-work.
Listen. I don't think that like willingly given shit is the same. I think if I don't have something to deliver, I am going to have to give something up. That sounds like what it's gonna be. So we'll see what she carves out
Get
of
to
me.
popping. You have 2 hands. You could afford to lose 1 finger.
You know,
Already on the chopping block if you want it.
no, I'm not gonna cut anybody else's hand off.
It's not so bad. It's not that
Oh my
bad.
gosh. All right, I will BRB because I have to pee and I have to get myself pizza.
Yeah.
These steak bites fuck.
Excellent.
Does IHOP know what medium rare is? No. Does it really matter? No.
Kay, did you send me some messages? Guess they don't have their headset on. Tee hee. It's so fun DMing for you guys.
I am so scared.
I love sharing this experience with you, Clover, because it's like,
All the time.
I love being on the receiving end of weird lore.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
How is Umberly's special little guppy gonna talk her way out of this one?
Yeah, whenever you were like, okay, cool, I'm gonna dedicate this to her, I was like, are we? Are we?
Very legitimately, it's very good that we had Emerson Cal had their little heart to heart when they did, because if they had not, that thing would have been in the ocean.
It would have been gone.
That would have been straight gone.
Yep, and poor Octavian would have been stuck motionless and lifeless pretty much forever.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
I
I
love
know.
how everybody has the same like visceral reaction to every time I mention a satyr.
We're all
I'm
waiting.
gonna be honest,
We
I
are
keep
all
forgetting that
waiting.
satyrs are like important people to some of us, so I'm like, who? Why are we scared?
Oh. I was looking for a cool piece of meat, and that was the coolest piece of meat in the room.
I like how our games will parallel where Caladium is like.
It parallels
Caladium
so
makes
well
me think of what
sometimes.
I've got planned for Inigo. It's so
Oh
fucked up.
god. Oh
That
god.
strikes fear into my heart, knowing what
I'm
I have
so-
planned for Kingdom. That
I'm
strikes fear into my heart.
You guys both are like, let me worship the most evil bitch I can find.
He doesn't worship her. She chose him.
That's true.
No,
That's true.
I do straight up
But
worship
was it
Umberly. I love
Caladium
her.
chosen too?
No.
Palladium
Well,
was kind of chosen.
basically, I gave her a warlock backstory, is how I've always thought about it. When the shit went down and Caladium was left there with the body of one of her friends, knowing that her only other friend had killed her, Caladium did the thing where she screamed out into the ether for something to give her enough power to get vengeance, and Umberly was who responded.
Well,
Why else would
there
she
you
be
have it.
listening if she had not been paying attention already?
You guys have such interesting backstories with your gods. Meanwhile, Dusty's over here like, I do not worship Heronius. Did my dad? Yeah. But at the monastery? Yeah. Do I know his teaching? Yeah.
I have cooked for everybody's backstories in here.
I'm so terrified.
She's out
Speaking
here
of
like,
backstories, I may or may not have gotten a little bit of a warning. Kay and I were talking.
Go ahead.
Kay and I were talking about something. I think it was the emotional moment of the role play. And Kay very casually was like, yeah, I got the heads up that like your backstory shit's coming up. I'm like, oh, I didn't get that warning. Oh,
To be
hell.
fair, I thought you did.
No, I did not get that.
We're rapidly approaching the cow arc.
I hope we stay as far away from the Dusty arc as possible.
I
don't wanna
want
know what's
Dusty
in the
so
family.
bad. Dusty has been so elusive. I want to know more about her desperately.
Same. Same. Also,
Pretty sure
I'm
the
back,
only
but
one
I'm
who
eating,
knows
so I'm gonna
anything
have
about
camera
Dusty
off.
is Star. Pretty
Emrys
sure Star
doesn't care. I care a lot.
Big same. Big same. I care so much.
Since I am a kind and loving God, would you like to know what you were in that memory?
would. I would like to know.
No.
I don't care if Dusty doesn't know.
A bugbear.
I
That
knew
was what
it.
I was guessing.
I fucking knew
Mhm.
I was
it.
guessing
thought
I was
so.
a bugbear.
Mm-hmm.
Was the reach. It was when you looked at us and you said, yeah, you have an extra reach. Bugbears have a reach of 10 feet because they have
Mhm.
gangly ass
Indeed.
arms.
Indeed, bugbears
The
have
moment
quite a
you
long
said
reach.
that A, it had brown fur, and then B, you confirmed it was the goblin cord, I was like, oh, well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was suspicious, but I didn't want to make any conclusions.
It's funny. I only know that because one of the guys in my other Fae campaign, the other Witchlight campaign, is a bugbear. So
Didn't you almost play a
Fucking
bugbear?
Torbeck.
Torbeck! I love Torbeck so
I
much.
love Torbeck as well.
Ah!
Are we all ready? I know you guys are eating. I don't mind
I'm
if your
ready.
camera off.
I'm just eating food, so my camera is off.
Plum, you good to go?
Yes, sorry.
You're fine. Okay. Hold on. Honey is down here. How did you get down here? No, come here.
Whee!
Stop running. Honey,
Give her
cat.
to us.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Why are you
This
running?
is about to be ridiculous. Hold on.
Why are you running?
Honey cat. How do you even get down here? How did you even get down here? Come here, you little sneak.
Liv, why is she not allowed?
Because this basement is musty, dusty, crusty. My angel, where are you? Yeah, no cats are allowed down here. Actually, the first time I brought Stanley home, he somehow managed to find a hidey hole that was down here, and he was in here for like 3 days. So it's been a no cat zone ever since.
Oh my god.
Lord.
Go! Oh, I am so mad. No treats tonight. Yeah, I see you. That's right. You run. You run. You run your
having
little
a
butt
pet
up the
is
stairs.
such a mutual experience.
Yeah, don't you scream. Come here. Bad girl. That's why you're covered in dust.
You know what's so funny
Go.
is right before you started yelling at Honey, Matt was yelling at Mifa because she was getting into some shit.
Having pets is just yelling whenever they're getting into
Oh.
shit.
Good lord. Honey's
Criminal
normally a very
behavior.
good girl. She decided to be naughty tonight, I suppose.
Literally 2 days ago, Boba went outside at my mom's house and she broke into the crawl space under the house.
Oh no.
She was so dirty.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. There's just like a fuckload of dust in the back part of this area. Her little paws are dusty as fuck now.
She gonna track that all over your house. In your bed.
Yeah, she is. She's gonna go specifically put it on my black bread spread. God damn. All right. Fucking Benny Hill sequence over with. You all leave this clearing and begin to wander through the swamps yet again. In the distance, you can hear very heavy footsteps, kind of like when you first encountered the inn. And as you get a little bit closer to it, you can see a very large hill moving along slowly ahead of you all. There's also feet underneath this hill walking it along.
Okay.
It is covered in trees, and sitting in one of the branches arms folded behind his head, is an elven man with long brown hair.
I would like to go up to Emrys and be like, "That's him. That's the one I saw."
Emrys is chewing a bunch of berries that he had in his pocket at the moment. And he goes, "Oh, okay." um, Renice said that I would know him when I saw him. Is this doing anything for me here?
At the distance that you're at, he looks like a guy in a fucking tree.
I was eating M&Ms. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll lean back over to Star and I'll say, I can't tell from here if that's our guy, but if you saw him, it's a good start. That way.
I think so too. Let's go.
Hill is actively walking away from you all, by the way.
Does it look like any sort of animal, or is it just a hill with feet?
It's a hill with feet.
Is it walking really fast?
No, it's a pretty slow pace. It's like, when elephants go really fast, that kind of thing.
Oh,
It's
wait.
not that fast.
Emrys would say that too, not just me. I like when we start going, I would reach back out to Star and I would say, "Oh, we know his name," and I'll call out like loudly. I'll say, "Von Rel!" Just into the ether.
When you call it out, he very nearly falls out of the tree. He's holding onto it by like one elbow and a leg, looking at you all with a peculiar expression before he just lets go of it and lands in the swamp ahead of you all.
Off of the hill? Like
Off of the hill. The hill is continuing to walk on. He is disengaged from the hill.
So he falls into the mud. Oh god. Is Cal near me? I don't want to say what I want to say to Star.
I want to say yes.
You all can be by whoever you would want to be by.
I kind of want to like very quietly whisper to Cal. I'll be like, he's supposed to help us? I mean,
He could be both helpful and very uncoordinated.
my eyes dart over to Star. Fair enough.
La 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 la.
Fair enough. And we will, I guess, approach. And then back to Star, I'll say, I guess he is our guy.
Also, just throwing it out there, I am not uncoordinated. Thank you. I have an 18 dex.
Listen, ditzy and uncoordinated go hand in hand in my mind.
Okay,
Hard
that's fair.
agree. Hard agree. When you approach him, you can see he's wearing robes that were probably once quite nice, but are now tattered, pretty dirty. He has a cloak or like a capelet type thing that's made entirely of leaves. And on his head, there is a crown. There's a moon symbol on his forehead. A little circlet type crown, elvenish. There are jewels in the moon. Ah, you all are. See, two blue people, a cat, a bunny, a robot. Renice's friends, I suppose.
Yes.
Wonderful,
Yep.
wonderful. Cal, looking at him,
Oh no.
looking at that crown.
Oh no.
You do feel that urge.
Fuck. Okay.
Do I
What-
notice? Do I
What
notice?
do I
I'm
have
feeling
to
weird?
do in order to not give in to this itch?
Can I do something, or would it be considered metagaming
I asked
if I were to
Right
give?
now, it is not overwhelming,
Okay.
but you feel
Okay.
it.
Do I
Okay.
notice? Because I've seen.
Okay.
I was about to say, can I
Palladium-
notice? Can I try to
Make
notice something?
insight checks.
Okay. Oh.
Ah,
Oh, Star's got a
I'm with
+7 to
insight.
insight. Let's fucking go. I got a 19, 26.
Hold on, I can't count. A 16.
A 12.
Okay, the 16 and the 26 get it done. Cal
Okay,
doesn't even
I've seen
squirrel
Palladium
y'all.
have the urge right in front of me. I tested it.
Yeah,
You did.
you did. You know very well what Cal looks like when she's feeling grabby.
Hope you guys know I only just want to make a shitty one-liner. That's the only reason I care so much.
I'm just going to look at Cal and be like, "Are you okay?"
I feel like Cal kind of like rolls her shoulders a little bit. Shake brain like etch a sketch. Yeah, I'm good. It's been an off
Okay.
day.
Just keep
Well,
your
since
hands
you're
where we can
having an
see the
off
Palladium.
day, magic. I'm gonna give you the tail of the clever animal thing. So for the next 10 minutes, if you have to make a intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check, you can roll an extra die immediately after rolling the d20 and add that extra die's number to the check. Oh, so roll a d8 and add it.
Excellent. Thank you. I might need it.
Just
Is
keep
that
your hands where
only
we can see
checks,
the Palladium.
not saves?
We will.
It is only checks, so intelligence, wisdom, or charisma checks. And it's for the next 10 minutes, so you can do it anytime during that. It's not like a one-time thing, but
Okay. What did you say, Bug? I didn't hear you.
I said keep your hands where we can see them, Palladium.
Oh my god.
I told you I just wanted to make a shitty line.
For the record, if I'm gonna be ferrying you around, just Vaughn is fine. You don't gotta full name me every time.
Is he handsome?
Oh,
Emrys will.
he's the prettiest of boys. I have sent art.
Every
to
time I
this
see a
man
guy, I
before.
have to like roll to see if I'm gonna break.
He's a guy that looks like a girl.
Oh fuck!
Oh no.
that's my fucking type.
Vaughn is very
We're only
pretty.
fucking nat 20. If Dusty thinks he's attractive. Dusty is sussing him right now, like, are you a girl? Or who are you?
Gender is very funny for elves.
Gender is funny for elves and the Feywilds.
I'm gonna do like a polite little like bow curtsy type thing and just be like, "Hello, Vaughn. I'm Star."
Wonderful to meet you, Star. Names, everybody? I'm not going to steal them. This is the Feywild, but I'm not from here. It's all right.
I'm gonna fold myself ever so slightly and bow and say CD. And that's it.
Well,
CD. And a
I-
monarch.
I'm going to
She
hold
didn't
out.
mention you were a monarch.
I'm gonna
Can I
hold
make
out
an-
my hand to shake his.
He will shake your hand.
Can I
I'm
make
Dusty.
an insight check on
You
him?
absolutely can make an insight check.
I trust him. Emrys doesn't. Dookie tonight. 7.
It's all right. You don't trust him. He's the first person that hasn't bowed to CD since you've been here. And you don't like it.
Cal kind of does the thing that like certain flavors of dads do, where she kind of hooks her thumbs in her belt and kind of does the respectful incline of the head and introduces herself.
Wonderful. Now,
So wait,
yeah,
CD bowed, and then he didn't bow back.
he didn't bow back to anybody.
Okay.
That's cool. We shook hands.
I haven't
Equal playing
said
field.
I haven't said anything
motherfuckers.
to him thus far. So, and I'm not going to.
You know, as he's standing there, he kind of
He's
like
pretty. I'm
leans
conflicted.
forward a little bit, and you see his shadow lean over his shoulder and like rest against his shoulder. Now, I have to know, because Renee said that you all actually ran Pavlona Blightstraw out of here? How'd you do it?
Well, it was
I
a
mean, we beat the tar out of her.
yeah. It was not that hard of a fight, but she got away before we could kill her.
Did you try the whole, allergy thing with her?
Allergy?
The what?
Yeah, he starts running around in a circle counterclockwise. The Widdershins thing.
Wait. Widdershins? Widdershins?
Yeah, she can't stand it.
But okay, I'm so sorry, and this is a little bit of a derailment, sir. But what does Widdershins mean to you?
It quite literally means this, and he runs around counterclockwise in a circle again.
Much makes sense. Thank you. I like him.
I don't know what the hell that was. We're gonna talk about that later. How the fuck can you be allergic to going counterclockwise?
Ask a hag. I mean,
It's the Feywild.
Thank you
fair.
very much. It's the Feywild. Many things are strange here.
Do all hags not like
Don't she
going
is so fucking
Widdershins?
tired.
No, as far as I have heard through the gossip chain, she's just literally allergic to it.
Interesting.
Okay. You know what? That's not the weirdest thing that I've heard in here. So that's fine.
What's the weirdest?
Oh, Cal like roots around in her bag for a second and pulls out one of those like bright red angry face flowers. I think these might be the weirdest thing.
You're a
Ever.
grumpy one, aren't you?
Oh.
You're a bit sour.
How could you
I
guess?
still have my orange flower.
Those,
Can I pull out my orange flower?
Those- a bit sad. The Feywild emotions and all that. Those are the red ones. Ugh, you're pissing off the environment.
Yeah, well,
I'm sad.
Don't do that.
should. Wait, hang on. What do you mean? Don't do that.
Put a goddamn smile on your face. It's not that hard.
Did this above
I like
table?
him.
Did this fucking man just tell me to fucking smile?
I like
He did
this
indeed.
one.
He did indeed just tell you to smile.
I'm gonna put a
Oh
hand on.
my
Do you want
god.
I'm gonna
Get
put a
lost.
hand on Cal's shoulder, and I'm gonna hold my other hand out to Vaughn, and I'm gonna say, "My sincerest apologies. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Emrys Demulcio, and I need a wisdom save.
Is this a charm effect?
It is a charm effect.
Thank you.
Oh.
Hi, Elle. Yeah. I want you to know, I rolled
know
so
it's-
goddamn well when I made this man's character sheet.
I know.
I'm pissed off about it. Pissed off.
Also, I have lucky, so I'm gonna re-roll your roll.
All right. That is an 18 for the first one.
18.
So do you want me to re-roll it?
You get, because that passes. I'm rolling like Dookie tonight, and I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna be pretty fucking pissed if this is the time that I roll well.
A 17.
I'm killing myself. Let me mark this.
No.
Is it a spell that you can feel?
I don't know.
What spell is it?
It's a patron feature that I have.
Okay.
It just says I can use an action to charm or frighten any creature once per long rest.
If it doesn't say that they know, then we're going to say he doesn't know.
I was just trying to be flattering. I wasn't trying to frighten him.
He himself doesn't take the hand, but his shadow does. And it places a kiss upon it.
Hmm. Oh man, I had somewhere that I wanted to go with that, but I'm when his shadow takes my hand, um, I will shake it gracefully. I'm showing a lot of disgust. Emrys is not. Just so everyone knows, I can't
Emrys is
control my
so
facial
cool.
features. Emrys is being very polite because it's in his nature to be that way. But he's going to say, "Now, where are you from? It certainly can't be here."
Oh, not here. I've spent an amount of time here. Um, nowhere you've probably heard of. Back on a material plane, you know.
If you don't mind me asking, are you an elf?
Indeed, I am.
Does the word Tamarinel mean anything to you?
The city of gold.
A
It's here in the
golden city.
Feywild.
It's
It's
here.
it's an it's an Eladrin city, like the seat of power or something for the Autumn Eladrin. Ancient place. I'm not much on civilization, truly, so I kind of skirted around that place. But you can see it from miles away. It's like a big golden beacon on the horizon.
Interesting. I hadn't recognized it before, but
You know, I'm fairly sure that a faction of the Sealy Court calls its headquarters there, the Autumn section of them.
Oh no, bro.
do you know, Von Rail, why that city of any would call to someone?
Not in particular. I mean, it is the. I know they do a lot of magic there, a lot of wizarding stuff, but truthfully, no. I know of it.
Hey, Clover.
Yes,
When Emmer says Marinelle out loud, do I recognize that?
you can make a history check for me.
A history check?
Mm-hmm.
That's a
If
dirty
you
20.
wonderful. If you were trying to remember something, it would be intelligence, just straight intelligence.
I just want to see if that rings
Mhm.
any bells, and if it does, then I might try to remember it.
A dirty 20, on a dirty 20, crystal clear in your mind, you are positive that that is where the Autumn Court holds itself. It is the seat of power for them. It is a city that is comprised almost entirely of wizarding Eladrin. It is known for its riches, for its rivers of gold that run through the city. And it is also not a particularly friendly place.
Oh. So,
Do we know what Eldrin are?
If you are from the Feywild, you would absolutely know what an Eladrin is.
Okay.
since I know what this is, can I try to remember something about it?
Yes, you may. Make a roll for me.
Just a straight intelligence check?
Yes, sir.
That's an 18.
Wonderful. You are taken by a memory. You are sitting at a massive feasting table in a palace comprised entirely of gold. Everything around you is shades of orange and red. And there are many, many people mingling here. There's a golden drink in your hand, and your skin is a shade of blue yet again. You're wearing an elegant gown, and no, you don't recognize anybody around you. But directly before you, there is a tall Eladrin man. He has long, fiery red hair, and he is conversing with the blue-haired man that you recognized from your other memory that you and Palace discussed.
You said he has blue hair here? He had white hair the last time I saw him.
White, pardon me, blue skin, white hair, correct.
Okay. That's it? That's the memory?
You are watching two very powerful people have a conversation.
I know who one of them is. Do I know who the other one is?
Make another check for me.
Another intelligence check?
Mm-hmm.
That landed cocked. I'm gonna roll a different one. That's a 12.
You know that he's the leader of the Autumn Court. You don't recall his name or anything about him.
Okay. And Emrys was in the middle of having his conversation with Vaughn about
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm not gonna interrupt that conversation.
Um. Now, this may be a bit of an odd question. Is there a significant child of the Eldrin that we should know about? Small boy, orange hair, or orange skin.
I mean, I do believe a noble's son went missing many, many years ago.
Okay. Well, back to, I guess, why we were here in the first place. Renice had mentioned you could get us to thither.
Ah, yes. Before we go, I don't particularly like coming to hither, lots of that soggy court. I cannot handle that nonsense. I'm here for a reason, and I would absolutely adore some help.
With?
I need some wither root before we leave.
Wither root. Do I know what that is? Do any of us know what that is?
Make a nature check if you would like to remember.
And I'm back to rolling like shit, baby.
12,
8.
no. Nope.
Got 10.
What the hell? I'll
Nope.
throw one. That's a big no.
Nope. None of you have ever heard of this before.
We're all just staring at him like, okay, crazy guy.
Crazy girl.
Let's see.
Shit, I'm trying to remember.
I would like it thrown out because I put it in the group chat that Cal has actively taken a step back away from this man and in her own brain is actively fighting both her inner demons and God right now.
The ground where Cal is standing is rotting beneath her feet. It is actually, there are maggots and worms, and it is actively decaying.
Over my fear of worms. My poor
She is
tummy.
trying so hard, man. She is working on it.
I want to put my hand on Cal's shoulder and then also try to think nice thoughts. I'm gonna think about Star being nice to me.
Thinking nice thoughts does garner a couple of little fireflies flitting amongst the party. They kind of congregate around Star.
God damn it, I'm being outed by the fucking forces of nature.
And actually, can I attempt something? So Cal kind of knows how this plane of existence works a little bit. we've had some experience now. If I notice the ground literally starting to rot underneath my boots, can I try redirecting my brain?
You could attempt to.
I,
It'd be
I feel
a
like Dusty's
charisma
trying to
check.
touch you. I feel like Dusty's like got their
That
hand on
D8.
you, is doing the like breathing techniques that they know.
Yep. Yeah, Cal is gonna mimic the breathing technique, and she is going to think about the seaside daisies that appeared when CD gave her the little music box ring. And she is going to think about the pond lilies that were in Emrys's little pond area. And she is going to focus so hard.
Charisma check.
Work with me here. Let's go. Okay. I had a D8 to that.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I love that for me. That is a 17 all told.
That will do it. The writhing rot that was beginning to seep out from underneath of you sort of fades into like a compost texture, and from it, several white lily of the valleys sprout.
Okay, we're breathing.
Like how
In
both
through the nose, out through the mouth.
I like how both Emrys and Dusty have a hand on one of Cal's shoulders. Because I
We're just
also
ignoring each
came
other.
up.
Just contain her.
You can decide if Dusty's holding you for comfort or to keep you from fighting somebody.
I fully believe it's to keep me from fighting somebody. I'm under no illusions.
I'm sitting here being like, wow, where did these fireflies come from?
Yeah, they seriously outing me right now.
So I would say to Vaughn, where do we find this route?
He sort of points off in the direction that the hill continued to walk in. So that way-ish. You know how things are around here.
What does it look like? Because I have found that if you visualize the thing that you're walking toward, you find it a little easier in this godforsaken place.
You know, it really actually only grows in one location. The Feywild, it only tricks you so much in this area if you really just don't know anything. So just come with me, follow along. I'll get us there, no problem. And he starts to lead the way. And his shadow, it's connected at his feet, but it's like doing a little dance behind him as he walks along into the swamp.
As we're walking, I want to kind of like slowly like hang back until I'm next to Emrys and be like, Emrys, do we think that this is a bad idea?
The Feywild is full of bad ideas. He is useful.
Okay. I wonder why he's asking us to do it. You know?
Really, really quietly, I'm gonna say he doesn't seem like the type to do much for himself.
You feel like you said that quietly?
I love Emrys. I love
We're all
Emrys.
walking like
That was the-
arm
that was
in
the
arm.
last
Are we like in
move.
a line walking forward? Are we that annoying family at Disney World?
Once that conversation is over, I'll go back to my normal pace because I was like intrigued by this guy. Star likes him.
Oh, Emrys hates him. He's gonna be really nice and pretend like he likes him. He hates him.
As soon as you guys are done talking, Didi's going to lightly touch Emrys on the shoulder or on the like elbow, like, come here.
Okay.
I know that place you speak of, Marnell. I've been there before.
Wait. I'm gonna rip
Before I
out.
was,
I'm gonna rip out one of my teeth and put it in.
I'm gonna
Put it in your
stare
hand.
in horror and shock because you've never done this to me before.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna fold your hand around it.
What
And
is
then
this?
you're gonna hear in your mind, what do you know about
Tamaranel.
Nell.
Tamaranel.
Tamaranel? And
I'm
then
gonna
I'm going
leave.
to continue. I'm gonna like pull your hand back down and look forward, but I'm gonna keep hold of your hand.
We're being an annoying family at Disney World.
I love
Can I
that
do
for
an
us.
intelligence check to see if like I understand what's going on? Because Andy, what is going on?
can make an intelligence
I didn't
check.
use enough. I think it can go up to
let's see.
25, so I could just be like reply in your mind.
Fair. There you go.
Okay.
Negates it.
Yeah.
Try to hide the look of obvious shock from my face, but I'm going to up to 25 words.
Yep.
Oh God, I don't want to count this. I'm gonna tell
I'll
Emrys
count.
about the memory of me being there. I was there. I had a golden drink. There was a man there with fiery red hair talking to the leader of my court in that there.
That was nice. That was exactly 25. I'll reply back again as we're continuing to walk. And I will say, is this a recent memory? Or is this a memory from Rune?
I was ruined in this memory. I don't know that man's name, but I recognized him as the leader of that court.
Well, I started doing syllables. I'm dumb.
See, that's why I stopped doing it too, because I was like, golden. I was like, no, golden.
No, it's gold.
Golden.
I'm not gonna be that picky about it right now. Ooh.
Especially if we can like ping pong back and forth, it's probably fine.
You can get it done. You can get it done. I don't mind.
So I would reply back and I would say, I'm unsure the significance, but I have been having visions of this place. There is.
I don't.
Oh, that's okay. There is a child from there in my visions.
I don't remember. Well, like that. I remember this place being unfriendly. Please, Emrys, proceed with caution. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. And I'm gonna, like, kind of like fiddling with the tooth in my hand, like not sure if I'm supposed to like give it back or like hold on to it.
Out loud, my hand will move from your hand to your shoulder, and then I'll say, I won't leave you alone. You can do whatever you wish with that.
Forever?
Okay. If you keep it, we can keep going until I sleep again.
I'm gonna put it in my bag then.
Hey, quick question. Speaking of those, do they like decay and disappear after the day, or
You know,
are they just inert?
It doesn't say. It just says that I can make a new one.
Okay.
For flavor, I'm going to say they do decay and disappear after the time has elapsed.
Thank God, because I just realized if they didn't, I have at least one of your fingernails and one of your teeth just in my pocket.
You just have those. Those are yours now.
Wait, can we maybe say they don't? I would love to have like a teeth keychain.
Since you are my babies, absolutely.
Right?
Let's
I want to be
have
able
them.
to find that shit later and be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, guys?
What kind of kinky sex is happening here?
Now Cal looks like a weirdo. No one knows they're mine.
Like, I like some weird stuff too, guys. But pulling
Oh,
out teeth
God.
and fingernails is a little too
Oh.
much. I get to kink shame my not friend.
That's so funny.
So, following Vaughn through the swamp, he guides you all with relative ease. Your feet are not wet anymore. You're not getting stuck in any mud. He's taking you along like the best possible path. Until you come to a particularly large grove of trees. The roots are all grown together in a big mess of brambles. And he stops and he puts his hands on his hips. It's like, all right. You know, we should be in here somewhere. And he starts poking around in them. He stops and he's like, oh, this is not quite right. I may have waited a bit too long. And as he says that, the trees begin to uproot themselves and move. And I need initiative.
Oh God.
Are we about to get fucked by a tree again for the second campaign in a row?
You
Yes,
are.
we are. I think we very much are.
Oh,
Oh
The
God.
bonus table. Is it a blight? Is it a tree blight?
They are wither trees.
Okay.
I got the 16.
Let me move to roll 20 here.
Uh.
Ooh.
Why am I
Sluggy,
here?
did
I
you
get
ever
2 more
get your roll
attacks
20
now.
up?
yes.
That was a Soji.
Bug, were you able to get in roll 20 earlier?
Yeah, I just haven't been looking at it.
That's fine. It is, in fact, your map. Again, this was an encounter you could have had sooner. Didn't have it.
So we're having it now.
The camera. Let me see.
Oh,
I'm gonna
why is
add
he over
another.
here?
I'm gonna add another capture display in OBS really quick. Oh, actually, if you're there, it's fine. Because it wasn't capturing the whole map, but if Vaughn is there, it works. So, never mind.
I didn't mean to leave him off to the side. I put his token on there today, so.
Why is he so tall?
He's actually not that tall. It's just I use the 2-minute token editor for most of my tokens, and they happen to be that size in comparison to y'all's. If I made him any smaller, I'd be annoyed looking at him.
Oh.
He's not
I think it's
actually
funny how
that
short
tall.
he looks. He's all like
he looks like a little
squished.
shrimp. He's a little shrimpy. So I heard a 16 from Dusty. Can I get some other initiatives?
17.
Big 8.
Hello,
11.
my girlfriend. Who's
Who
not
said
my
11? All right, wonderful.
girl. Scroll up. I'm gonna have to get like a mouse for my laptop to scroll.
You said 9 for CD.
Yes.
All right. In wonderful fashion, I rolled myself into the absolute last possible place. And then let me roll for a different die.
Did it die?
Ooh. God damn, it'd be nice if I could find the shit that I'm looking for on here. Okay. Wonderful. So, the trees are gonna go first.
Right.
These trees they uprooted themselves. They are very, very dark black wood. The leaves on them are bright red, and they are actively bleeding.
Ugh.
This one is going to move forward here. This one is going to move here. And this one is going to move here.
Oh, great.
You all are essentially surrounded by these very large trees now.
Can I put Star
Uh,
behind me?
You can for flavor. I think it's cute.
Hey Clove, the one that's
Yes.
right here, is
Uh
that
huh.
is that technically in the square next to me? Like, are we 5 feet or are they 10 feet away?
They are. Let me double check this before I say this like a liar. They're 10 feet away.
Okay, so there is a space between us. Okay.
There is a space.
Okay. Thank you.
Um, all three of them shake their leaves and rain down spores upon you. I need Constitution saving throws from everybody.
Oh God! I need a new D20. Mine have not been rolling consistently.
I got a 9.
9. All right.
Oh wait, hey Clove, I need a token for rat on there.
Ah, god damn it. That's what I get for making this map forever ago. Right. Let me find
14.
him.
Is this considered a spell or a magic effect?
No.
Okay. I only asked because rat gets advantage on those. Not
Oh,
magic.
you're perfectly fine. Let me put little rat by you.
You just
You
say
said
con,
con?
right?
Con,
Sorry.
correct.
And this is a save.
I did a save.
Okay, I'm good at those. That is big 19.
19.
I got a
Excellent.
14.
All right. 19, 14, no damage.
Rat got a 14, I got a 15.
Excellent, no damage. Who got, I heard somebody else?
I got a
Less,
9.
on a 9, you take 12 points of necrotic damage.
12.
Yeah.
Fuck me up then, I guess.
I got a nat 1.
No!
Oh baby!
What it
Pretty
mean?
Labradorite dice too. Caldera's
You,
fucking with me today.
you take 14 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. I don't know how to do math.
That is all they're going to do on their turn. First up, we have Star.
Okay. I am going to cast Bane and target all 3 of them. So have them make charisma saving throws.
Ooh, trees are not charismatic.
Good.
Let's see. Got a big -2 to their charisma.
Yeah.
That's what they deserve.
Ooh. Okay. We got a 13,
Fail.
a 4,
Fail.
and a 16.
Pass.
Okay. I'm going to mark the one that passed.
The Star before she is now.
All
Anything
right.
else you would like to do on your turn?
As a bonus action, I'll bust out a nice haunting. And I will give inspiration to Dusty.
That was truly, truly
No.
delightful. Take your inspiration.
It's a D8 now.
Nice.
Wonderful. And Dusty, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna go up I'm gonna go up here, and I'm going to hit this tree. Staff.
Excellent.
And I have 2 attacks, so I'm gonna make both attacks against it. So that first one is a 13 to hit.
Miss.
How did I roll an 11 twice? How does this happen to me? Okay, so that's two
Oh.
13s.
Double miss.
Hold on. Where's my pencil? I forgot we rested. I am then going to use one of my key points to make 2 more attacks. Please don't roll 11s anymore, Bug. Okay, that one's better. I got a 17.
Meets it, beats it.
That one was cocked. Hold on. And
It's a
3.
17 AC.
A 3. 2 plus 2 is not 3. Bug. Oh my god. Um, that is gonna be 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
And your staff is not magical, perchance, is it?
No, and also that was my hand because flurry of blows is physical attacks only. So I guess it's my foot. Am I magical?
Wonderful.
Do you have secret?
Not
I'm
currently.
getting new dice out. My fucking dusty dice are evil to me right now.
You punch the fuck out of this tree, and you can tell it didn't do as much damage as you would like for it to have done.
It's fucked up. I'm getting all my
Anything
D20s.
else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm good.
All right. Wonderful.
I'm gonna mute myself
Welcome
so you don't
to
hear me
level
type
5,
with
you
my
guys. Emrys, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. So, stop me if this gets, I don't know, meta-y, but you said these trees were bleeding, like real blood.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be safe to assume they appear like like decay-ish?
They do look a bit decaying in their appearance.
Okay. I ask because Hex does necrotic damage, but I don't want to waste one of my 2 spell slots if it's not going to be useful. So, I'm not going to ask, you don't have to tell me, but okay. Level 5, I get 2 Eldritch Blasts now, so that's exciting.
Delightful.
So I'm actually gonna go ahead and make an attack on the one on the left and the one on the right. The one on the left first is 21 to hit.
That hits.
Awful. For a 7 force damage. And then
Delightful.
the second one for the tree on the right of me is an 11. I don't think that hits.
It does not hit.
Okay. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to have Rat take I think it's a sting attack. I don't remember if spider sting. Yeah, a sting attack. Let me. For a 22.
That will hit.
And I need a con save. So let me roll my damage and then. They take 6 piercing damage. And you asked Dusty earlier, do you need to know if it's magic or not magic?
I do not for piercing damage. That's perfectly fine.
Okay. Because rats'
Um,
attacks are considered magical.
Perfect. It's an 18 Constitution save.
Okay. I believe, yeah, that passes, but they take half. Triple fours. So half would be 6 poison damage from the sting.
All right.
And then that was my bonus action. So on Rat's turn, as Rat's action, he's going to do the same thing, make another attack. For 17 plus another 22.
Perfect.
For 5 piercing damage, and then I need another con save.
When you hit it with a wrath last time, it was bloodied.
Ooh. Okay.
Con save? That is a big 4.
Uh, 15 points of poison damage. I rolled a 4, 5, and a 6 on my 3d6.
This tree is hanging on by an absolute thread. Its trunk splits open where Rat stings into it, and it is gushing almost like tidal waves of nasty, thick, coagulated blood.
That's so gross.
Is there a heart somewhere in the middle of that by chance?
You cannot see it from here.
Okay.
You do not know.
That's
Okay.
it for my turn, by the way.
Excellent. Dee, it is your turn.
I'm staring at Speak with Plants that I got when I leveled up, and I really want to talk to this tree.
What?
So I think, actually, I have a question also. The Charm of the Monarch, does that take an action for me to use?
Let me consult my book.
Because it says that when I use it, I get a +5 to all charisma-based checks for an hour, but it doesn't say if like it's an action or what it is to use that.
You only get to do that like so many times, though, don't you?
3
3
times, and I haven't used it yet.
Oh. Do you guys remember what the spell attack bonus and the spell save DC? You add your proficiency to those, don't you?
You added to your spell save DC.
Not the attack.
Your spell save DC is 8 plus your casting plus your proficiency, and then your attack is your what you use to cast plus your proficiency. So you added to both of them.
Oh, cool. I never added that when our proficiency bonus went up. So let me.
It does not say, but I feel like because of the other stuff that it does at the same time as it gives you those charisma check bonuses, I think it would be an action.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'm just going to use my action to cast Speak with Plants. And I would like to talk to the tree that's in front of me. Well, it's 30 feet around me, so I could talk to all of the trees around me, but I'd like to talk to the one tree and ask it why it's attacking us. Is there something wrong? Are you all right?
Hungry.
Hungry? But we're not food.
You are food.
We are food.
We are farmers.
No!
That is not at all the reaction that I thought was going to come from this tree, considering that you said it was bleeding. I thought the tree was going to say that it's hurt. But
these trees are chaotic evil.
They look terrifying.
okay.
I
Well,
don't like them.
gonna try to help the tree and convince it to not attack us. But since it says that we're food, I'm not gonna do that. And in fact, I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna use my bonus action to give Cal Spartic inspiration.
Thank you.
Wonderful, delightful.
These
Is there
trees,
anything else?
they want to eat us, Cal. Voice wavering the entire time. That's all I can do.
Cal, it is your turn.
Okay, so it's funny that you mentioned that you wanted to do something that you got when you leveled up, because I am also going to use a fun new thing that I got when I leveled up. And I love the idea that Cal, looking at CD and CD's wavery little voice, they're going to eat us. No, the fuck they're not.
Ooh.
And Caladium would like to move to approximately here between the two trees. And I would like to cast. Before I cast this, actually, we've characterized it as, because Caladium is such a fucking grumpy bitch, there is a storm cloud that kind of perpetually follows her around. Out of curiosity, approximately how big is that storm cloud?
At this point, it is large enough to be seen from a distance. It's essentially encompasses most of the party when you all are walking together.
Okay, cool, bitchin', excellent. I bring down the whole mood of the gang. I love that for me. Right now it's going to have combat use though, because I'm going to cast Call Lightning.
Yeah. I was hoping.
Excellent, excellent. Is there a save for that or anything?
Well, see, I've been looking at it because I just got it on the level up. There is a save for it. And it mentions it. The reason I asked about the storm cloud that follows me is there's a special thing with Call Lightning. You can either use it to summon a cloud, like a thunderstorm, in a particular area above your head, or if there is an existing thunderstorm when you cast it, you take control of the existing thunderstorm.
Hot.
Right?
You are taking control of your emotions, of your physical manifestation of your emotions in this moment.
I'm adding 40 points for Cal right now.
I was literally typing in the Discord. Cal is the sexiest bitch on the team.
Very true.
God, I don't know how I do that. I'm sitting over here in my feelings about it because I'm like, this is so thematic. This is so like on brand for Cal. She's like literally harnessing all of her negative emotions to cast this spell, and y'all are just fucking horny about it.
Yeah, duh.
That's how it works. That's how it plays out.
We love a strong and capable woman.
Funnily enough, there's somebody else here who also loves strong, scary women.
He has already pissed me off. He's lost his shot. He's lost it. That man looked me dead in my face and said, "You should smile more."
I'll kill him.
Ask him about it. You should explain. Hey, this man down for threesomes.
He doesn't have the right. Anyway.
Canonically,
Anyway.
Vaughn has an ex who is a dryad. He'll fuck anything.
I love that for him, first of all. Second of all, I need to look. I've been reminded that there's a thing that I need to look at.
It's just the bardic inspiration thing when you use it.
Yes. Okay, So here's what I'm gonna do. Each creature within 5 feet of that point. Okay. That's actually really good then that I moved right directly where I am. So basically, what is about to happen is Caladium is literally going to harness the physical manifestations of her inner turmoil, and she is going to reach a hand directly into the sky much like Zuko from Avatar The Last Airbender, and call the lightning directly onto herself, essentially, so that she can hit both this tree here and this tree here, as I believe they would both be within 5 feet of her.
Mhm.
Wait, you
Good
said call
enough.
lightning to herself and then like Zuko?
Basically,
Mhm.
essentially, yeah, that's what she's doing. She is basically going to call the light, like with her hand, reach up and call the lightning to where it basically strikes where her feet are, so that she can hit both of the trees that are within 5 feet of her. Because I think that's really thematic, and I like that a lot.
What kind of save is it?
It is a deck save.
Shout out to the Bane, by the way.
Shout out to the Bane.
Big shout out to the
Ooh.
Bane.
So this is only possible because I have the worst rolls known to man.
Did you get double ones?
-2 and -3.
Get
That's
baned,
pretty good.
bitch.
Get fucking bait. I got a natural 1 and a natural 2.
I love this for me.
The lightning strikes Cal, bounces through her body, wrapping around the jewelry, and then expends into these 2 trees. Roll your damage.
I'm so. Is this how it feels to be attractive? My God.
Literally so hot right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. I have a question about the damage. So the thing that it specifies is that if you use the pre-existing thunderstorm, you get the range of whatever that thunderstorm is, but it lessens the damage a little bit. But the thing about that is, technically speaking, did I not still summon this thunderstorm?
You did, in fact, summon the thunderstorm with your
Okay.
emotions at all times.
Excellent. I love that. That means I get to roll 3d10 instead of 1. So
It's your special little trauma storm.
I'm out.
Sorry.
I'm out. I'm gone. I can't. How am I supposed to recover from that?
Sorry.
Oh my god, I need an extra d10. Hang on, just a second. Oh, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do that or not. You know what? No, I got this d10 from my dad. This feels appropriate. Oh, shit. This feels correct. This is one of my dad's. Oh my god, okay. And it rolled pretty well. Look at that. Thanks, Dad. Oh, I don't think I add anything to this damage. I have to make sure. No, I don't. Okay, so that's 10, 11. That is 12 points of lightning damage to both of the trees.
Excellent. Excellent.
Oh,
You fry about half of the leaves off of these trees and blacken their higher branches. Now, does Call Lightning have like one of those effects where it sets things on fire or anything like that?
you know, I was looking at that. I don't think so specifically, but it is lightning and these are trees. So I was about 50-50 on whether it would do that or not. It doesn't, I don't think, say specifically. Let me reread real quick and make sure.
It does not say so specifically on here. And considering that
It
your
does
storm
not.
cloud does rain, we're going to say no.
Okay, that's fair.
But you did fuck these trees up.
Good, excellent. I love that for me. And it was thematic, and I earned horny points for it. So
Is
This-
it also raining when this happens?
Yes.
That is even sexier. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Cal is literally like glistening in the light of this lightning, wet as hell. Are you joking? I'm wet as hell. Give me
Same. All the time.
Oh my god.
Is there anything
Okay.
else you'd like to do on your turn?
Oh shit. Can I just be really dramatic and with my bonus action basically take some of the lightning off of the jewelry and summon my spiritual weapon with it?
100%. Need a little spiritual weapon.
I love that for me.
Boom. Wonderful. Controlled by you. We'll put a little dot on this one. Ooh.
Okay.
No, looks like trash. We'll put that purple dot on it. You can move
There
that
we
wherever you
go.
like.
Hell yes. I think I am going to move it just to the other side of this tree if I can.
Is that all you'd like to do for your turn?
Yes, I think that is it.
It is Vaughn's turn. Seeing this display, he's pulling a bow and arrow off of his back. And I think that in this moment, he would shout, maybe stay grumpy. This is beneficial, actually. And I'm gonna take 2 shots with his longbow at these trees. Wonderful. Okay. One of them is gonna hit. I'm gonna say it's the one closer to him. Goddamn, I hate being me. That is just goddamn awful. It's a big 5 points of damage to the tree closest to him. And that's the only one that landed. Oh, you know what? He's a thing. And it's not immune to it. Let me find the right dice. Excellent. Top of the round, it is the trees again. They've been fucked up pretty bad. Trees are not having a good time. Ooh, I just dropped a d20 into the ether. Let's see, who's the nearest? So I will need Dusty, Emrys, Cal, and I'm gonna have to make one for Vaughn. I need dexterity saving throws.
No, that's not going to go well either way.
You don't need one
That's
from Rat, do you?
Rat is a little too small, and he's flying, is he not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
gonna do this to a flying creature.
Okay. You said Dex?
Yep.
Fuck.
16. I'm hoping
16?
that's enough. Yeah.
You say you're good?
I got a 17.
You are good.
Thank God. Dude, I don't have a modifier to my Dex. I was really scared.
That's a big 8.
All right, so wonderfully enough, Cal is the only one affected by this. The roots of the trees whip out and grapple you. You are now considered grappled, and you're going to take some damage from it.
Hey, I am begging you to stop. I saw that face.
That is 18 points of bludgeoning damage. I rolled really, really well.
It's fine. That's fine. I can take it.
How many hit points do you have, Cal?
Total or
Right now?
currently?
Right now.
Right now I have 30.
Okay.
You're
It's
fine.
fine.
You know,
I'm
some of us
fine.
only have like
No, that's
36
fine. It's
hit
just
points
so
normally.
scary.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a decent amount of damage, okay?
It was a decent amount of damage.
What's your
That was
total?
48.
Nice.
Jesus.
I gave Cal a thing a while back. You all remember she pulled jewelry out of the well.
I do.
Plum, are you good?
Do the
Yeah,
rest
I'm
of
just
us-
being a menace.
So the rest of us don't take any damage or anything.
No, you do
Okay.
not take any damage. It doesn't say, at least, so you're spared.
Hopefully so. I don't deserve that.
That is going to actually. Can they do more than that? They can. Dusty and Emrys. The branches take swings at you. Where? That is a 21 and a dirty 20 to hit.
It hits.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's against each of you.
That's double my AC. Are we
That
taking one hit
is
each?
one hit each.
Okay.
That is Dusty, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Emrys, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Now I gotta sit here and do math. My calculator.
Thank God. I'm so glad you gave me a 10. It's just such an easy math number.
That will conclude the trees round. It is Star's turn.
Okay, sorry, I am here. Okay. I want to cast. Can I tell which tree looks the most fucked up?
This one off to the side that just fucking smacked the shit out of Emrys and Dusty.
Okay.
That tree has a giant gouge out of the middle of it. It is bleeding the most out of any tree here.
Excellent. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. We will do. I want to be overkill for no fucking reason. I'm gonna go at 3rd level, so that's gonna be Wisdom saving throw, please.
And 5d6 of damage, because I
And
was going to do the same thing.
I love my strong buff girlfriend.
So yeah, Wisdom saving throw, and by the way, that one's Bane. Don't forget.
Please, dear God. That's a big 13 with the Bane.
Fucking fail. Okay, so let me get. Oh, ups. I don't have enough d6 out. Oh no. Oh god, most of them rolled like ass. Okay.
Sorry if I
That
missed it. The one
is
next to me and Dusty looks
fine.
bad, but do the others look bloodied or anything?
The one across the way over here, bloodied. This one in the middle is faring the best, though it has taken some damage.
Okay. Thank you.
So that was a lot cooler before I rolled all my d6s. It's only 10 psychic damage, and it has to immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
The trunk splits in half because the tree only had 2 hit points left.
Excellent.
It is nasty, bloody halves that fall to the ground. Killed one! Woo!
Woo! Excellent. And as a bonus action, okay, CD's fine. You haven't really taken any damage, right?
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay.
Yes.
I was trying to
I'm
figure out.
fine. I'm not bloody, but
Trying to figure out who to healing word. Who can I tell which of us looks the most fucked up?
I say do it to Cal.
Dude, Cal? Okay. Healing word,
Cal has
Cal.
more hit points than me still, and has taken more damage than me.
Cal is grappled by a tree.
Ah, Cal's fine. Cal's fine? Okay, fuck it.
That's
Second level healing word, Dusty.
Oh, thanks. I have
Um,
like 27 hit points left.
we'll get
Have it.
more. Um, so that is 2d4? Plus 8.
Nice. I'm almost to full.
Excellent. That'll be all.
Dusty, it's your turn. The one
Alright.
beside you is dead.
That's fair. I guess 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't really have to worry about moving, do I? I have 40 feet of speed. I'm gonna come up to this tree, who is not dead, and I'm going to make both attacks against it. Okay, that is a dirty 20 for the first attack, and then 14 for the second.
The first one hits.
I'm going to kick it for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Sorry, I had to read my sheet again.
All right.
And then I'm going to use Flurry of Blows once more to make 2 more unarmed strikes against it. That is a 17 and a 10, so only one.
17 hits.
That is 2 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it is hanging on the edges of life. You look at it and you can just tell, like, you're so fucking close to killing it.
I'm over here glaring at a tree.
You are, in fact, glaring at a tree that you just punched.
It.
Emrys, it's your turn.
Well, seeing that Dusty has made some progress on the one at the bottom right, I'm gonna aim one of my Eldritch Blasts at it for a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
And that is, where is my D10? Ooh, 11 points of force damage.
You blow the middle out of this tree entirely. And it kind of sits for a second and then teeters to one side, dead.
Okay. Then I laughed to myself a little bit and aim my next one at the one that is left for a 17 to hit. Oh, wait, no. 18.
Just hit.
18 to hit.
Oh. Hit.
Not as good. A 9 points of force damage.
All right.
And then bonus action. Ratty Poo is gonna come over here and sting. Let me get out his dice because I like rolling with my tiny ones. He does that for, where's his page? A 16. I don't think that hits though.
That does not hit.
Okay. And then that's it for my turn. But for Rat's turn, he's gonna do it again for an 11. So doesn't hit, and that's it for my turn.
Okay. CD, it is your turn.
Is Cal still grappled by the tree?
Cal is
That's
still
the one that's
grappled
up,
by
up.
this tree. Yep.
Okay. And did Cal use the bardic inspiration that I gave her?
Oh, I forgot I have Bardic Inspiration.
I haven't
Al did
gotten
earlier. Yes.
Okay. Because I gave you one, and then you got grappled.
I haven't had the opportunity to like roll to get out of it yet because it hasn't been my turn.
Oh,
Okay.
I was thinking of the last one. I'm sorry.
Then I am going to glare at the tree that is left, and I'm going to say, Caladium is not your food, and I'm going to upcast my Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level that started, and I need a wisdom saving throw from this tree.
A 2.
A 2?
A 2.
Excellent.
Is that with the bane?
That is with the bane.
Okay. I just want to rub salt in the wound.
It's
So that-
salted.
14 points of psychic damage on this tree, and it uses its reaction to move away from me, as Dissonant Whispers does.
The branches uncurl from Cal as it sort of like shrinks in on itself. You, since you have Speak with Plants going, hear the shriek from the tree as it caves to the damage that you dealt it and dies.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
We
Well,
have
then,
3 dead trees.
excellent.
Now, I will say, these trees, as they were bleeding all over everything, you all are now covered in very thick, sticky, sap-like blood.
Feet are gross. My feet are so.
Can I make
I love it.
because it's sap, right? You know,
Mhm.
trees use sap for a lot of things. Can I make some kind of like nature used in any way?
Yeah, you just hang on. Say that again, because you went nature and just kept going.
Yep.
What just happened? What just happened?
You like bog
You ru-
out real bad.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Oh boy.
I assume it's glitching on Plum's end as well.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
we're gonna lose Plum here in a second.
No!
Yeah.
Are you guys?
We're at a different time with them.
In just enough for them to cry and then froze again.
Retrograde.
Please.
Oh my god.
We can
Plum,
still
can
hear
you
you,
us?
Plum.
Yeah, we
The
can kind of hear
disembodied
you.
begging. It like
Okay.
comes and goes.
You want to make a nature check for what reason?
Leave and come back.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, refresh. That was so fucking funny.
I
That
love
was really
Discord.
fucking hilarious.
I love Discord so much.
Okay, I wanted to make a nature check to see if any of like the sap can be used in any kind of way.
Nature check.
$14.
You get the sense that this sap has like you can kind of smell it on it. It smells like medicine back in the
Like-
material plane.
Medicine? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay, so me, Plum, wanted to know if it was edible, but it's medicine? I'm harvesting it.
Smells
You look over
like it.
and Vaughn is elbow deep in some of the tree viscera. Like, I didn't think that it had been that long and that they had grown to full size yet. And he rips out a long root. But this is what I came for.
You planted these.
Oh no, I don't plant these. They grow here.
Hey, Chloe.
Well,
Anybody want to learn how to harvest wither root as he's moving on to the next one?
I would love to.
I was about to
I
say,
want to with the root.
Dusty is giving him the most like expression possible.
Clove Cal would like to root around in the tree guts to see if she can find a heart of some kind.
Make a nature check for me.
I will happily do so.
He's rooting around in the tree as well, like pointing out areas to Star. He's like, hopefully you won't ever have to like do this when they're full
I'll be right
size
back.
again. You're fine. Typically, you can just like find them when they're little saplings and pull them out of the ground, and it's just this little bit. But And he like shows you to reach inside of the trunk, and he rips out another one.
I am
What a
I
root.
am I am in there.
I'm
Your
not.
paws are covered in blood.
Yeah.
I'm. I'm not rolling great tonight. That's a 13.
You feel around in the viscera for a while. You become very intimately aware of the vascular system of this tree, but you find no heart.
Take a chunk of it.
Can I help in this endeavor since you told me you were looking for a replacement?
I would appreciate help. I would appreciate that immensely.
Would that be okay?
You can help.
What do I roll?
It would be a nature check.
Nature? Okay, I only got a +1, but let's see. 5! No heart!
No heart. No organs to be found at all.
Okay, then what Cal is gonna do is she is going to pay some sort of attention to how you actually harvest whatever the fuck this root is, and she is gonna see if she can't just find a big old chunk of that and see if that'll work.
You're gonna try to recreate what he was doing on the other one.
Yes, yes.
Go ahead and make a nature check with disadvantage because you didn't pay attention to the code star.
God. Okay, I have to pick the right dice.
Hello, I'm sorry.
For
What
this.
did I?
They're feeling around in tree guts.
I'm
Did you guys hear my
suffering.
fucking dogs?
Yeah, I heard the first boofs.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
probably a lot louder than it sounded. I think a cat came up to one of the windows or something.
Okay, hang on. It's a nature check again, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, that's actually a little better than last time. You said this is a disadvantage, though.
Yes.
It is a 15 this time.
On a 15, you pull the wither root free. But the itch is not satisfied.
Okay, I'm still gonna keep it. Because something is better than nothing. And maybe I will find something else soon.
You just take a branch.
Does
It-
Cal seem
listen.
like visibly frustrated or upset in any kind of way?
There's still thunder rolling in the storm cloud above head. Normally, it is more of a silent, steady stream. But since the lightning, it has maintained a tumultuous nature.
Can I? Because Emerus did not care to root around in the trees. We're still in like a swampy kind of area, right?
Yes.
Can I look around to see if I see any frogs or something?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Has Kel said what she's doing? Like, why?
No, not really. I think she mentioned it to Star a little bit, but
Oh, did
it
she
was
not
very.
mention it to Emerus? I thought that she had.
Cal has talked to Emrys about the fact that she has, like, shit that she does for Umberly and sacrifices that she makes. But in this specific instance, I think she's only mentioned it really to Star because Star asked about it.
Okay, well then never mind. I rescind my investigation. It was really good. I was gonna give you something, but if he doesn't
But it's
know, then
fine.
yeah,
I
if he
must
doesn't know,
suffer
I'll
for
take
the
that back.
consequences of my actions.
I was
No good
asking.
deed
Doesn't
goes
doing
unpunished.
good deeds feel good? It feels good.
Does it?
It feels good.
It's not gonna feel good when I'm drowning as someone who can breathe water.
Don't.
When we are all done with our shenanigans, Vaughn stands there with his wither roots. Right. Sorry about the detour. Didn't mean to lead you into a bunch of trees that tried to beat the shit out of us. Thither, everyone. Onward. Wonderful. And he begins trekking off into the swamp again. You all are walking for a long time. You pass underneath the mushroom covered Queen's Way all the way to the furthest you have been in this swamp. And you're like, oh God, like how much longer do we have to walk? And then you look up and there is just a wall of fog ahead of you. Oppressive, thick fog that you cannot see through. Vaughn puts a hand up and stops everyone as you reach the edge of this fog. All right. From this point onward, until I say it's okay to let go, we all need to hold hands. No letting go of one another in the fog. And he holds out a hand.
I have to take the back. I only have one hand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If everybody's gonna be cool with that.
I'll take his hand. And I'll hold out my other hand.
Kay, you're
What?
muted.
I will take CD's hand.
I will take Emrys's hand.
And I'll take Talon Dusty's.
I have one hand. I don't like being the guy who's flying. It makes Dusty uncomfortable to be in the back.
Rat is gonna fly up and take Vaughn's other free hand.
Excellent.
Aw.
Wonderful. As he begins to walk you all in a daisy chain into the fog, the moon on the crown is glowing a bright blue color as you all walk through. And it is oppressive in here. It feels like being underwater. Your senses are dulled, you cannot hear, you can barely see. It's hard to even tell you're still holding on to the person that you're holding on to. But as the fog breaks, one by one, you find yourselves standing beneath a towering canopy of ancient trees. There is dappled sunlight filtering between the few spaces between them. There are butterflies flitting about amongst the undergrowth. Just the roots of most of these trees are taller than all of you. Emrys, this is Prismere as you remember it.
I thought so.
Welcome to Thither, everyone. Much nicer, isn't it? We all make it through. He's like doing a head count. Excellent, excellent. Very proud of us. Look at us, not getting lost in the fog. Cal, the itch is stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Having seen the glow, it's hard to look away from it.
Can I try something?
Sure.
So, I've been thinking about this. And Caladium has also been thinking about this a little bit. When I did my sacrifice the other day and I got what I got from it, I noticed that as a player and Caladium noticed that as a character. What I would like to try to do is take my sharp ass little nails and just kind of fold my arms like this. And as my hand is kind of folded up under my arm, I would like to take my sharp ass nails and dig them as hard as I can into my palm. And I will roll for damage for this because I would like to physically take points of damage and think in my own brain, please, I understand that there are things that you want from me. But in order for me to reach my ultimate goal and give you the sacrifice that I promised you so long ago, for now, I have to play nicely. I hate it, but I do.
You take 3 points of piercing damage,
Mm-hmm.
and the sensation does not lessen.
Damn it!
As well, Dusty and Cal, you have a nagging sensation that what you have lost is here. Cal, more so than that, there is a cold pit in your stomach. You can feel him.
I am going to say nothing. Dusty doesn't care if they get what they lost back. They're not
This
looking for
is
it.
where we're gonna call it for tonight.
I'm gonna eat my microphone.
I can't wait. I cannot. No, I cannot.
You can't say that to me and then not let me play for 2 weeks.
God,
We have 16 minutes until 10:30. I think
Oh,
that's plenty of
free.
time.
Feel free to sit here and role play for a few minutes.
Oh,
You all
God.
did
I'm
do
excited
a
because my whole
full day of trekking across the swamp and fighting and finding things. So
So is it
you're all
getting
very
close to
tired.
needing a long rest?
Yes.
I would
We
like to
s-
rest. I only have 3
I
key
have a
points
question
left.
for God.
Yes.
You had mentioned that this is Prismere, as Emerus remembers it. Do I
Mhm.
recognize where we are in Prismere?
No.
I just
You
know that it's
recognize
the
the
environment.
ancient forest environment, and for a moment you're thinking, oh my goodness, I must be close. And as you're looking around, you're like, none of this is familiar. So it's like a moment of deep joy and happiness, or as much of that as Emrys can experience, and then the sinking feeling that it's not the same.
Oh,
I'm
Hey,
going
the
to vomit.
trees. There's
I'm so
ancient
excited.
trees. Do they resemble the one from my vision?
No, the one from your vision was dark, knobby, and gnarled. These trees are giant, thick green trees.
Okay.
It's like a redwood forest, but the wood is not red. It is very vividly covered in moss.
Okay.
I'm so stressed. I'm so excited.
I do
I'm so
actually have a question
Mm-hmm.
for Vaughn. Um, when we get here, I will approach him and I would say, the not the hither was ruled over by Bavlorna. Do you know which hag is presiding over this area?
Sort of smiles grimly. This is Granny Nightshade's domain.
Nightshade? I'm okay. Okay.
I have a quick question for our guide man, just real quick. I hadn't gotten a chance yet, but feeling the cold pit in my stomach, I would like to ask him if, since he said he had like traveled a little bit, he wouldn't happen to have seen, just out of curiosity, wouldn't happen to have seen like an air genasi man about yay high?
Oh, dear. I'm the only man you're going to meet here. Everyone else is children.
I'm sorry. What?
That water had something in it.
Emrys, when he says that, you are vividly reminded of the many lost children that Zybilna had taken in.
Oh, hell's 9 bells.
Oh, he's a fucking baby. He's a baby. This is a baby land. This is
Wait. Oh God. Oh God. Cal and I.
This is like
Cal and I just had the same realization.
I think you're catching up to where I was a few minutes ago.
Caladium and I just had the same realization at the same time, and Caladium is gonna go find a place to sit down before she vomits.
Don't wander off here.
I'm not gonna go far.
Under
Do you want me
under any capacity.
Do you want me to throw up in your shoes?
I
Pick
compare
one.
that to you being eaten. So yes.
Ah.
Choose, vomit. Go ahead.
Learn
Go
your
ahead.
rules. You got to learn your rules. If you don't, you'll be eaten in your
Oh
sleep.
God. Oh, shit.
Whatever you all thought you learned about Prismere in Hither, please disregard it. Do not leave my sight while we are here.
Baby
This
land.
is not a comfortable place.
Oh, baby land.
Oh God. Caladium was experiencing so many emotions at the same time.
Why do children have what I lost? Did I get robbed by kids? Am I being robbed by a baby?
Emrys knows that Zybilna used to collect lost children, and that there were many, many children who lived eternally in her domain in their youthful state. And it would be about now that he realizes he has seen exactly no children so far.
Oh, we're in baby land.
You're muted again, Kay.
Emrys is turning almost green. I like to think that facially he is remaining composed, but anyone that is near him would see he is paling and turning a nasty, sickly green. That makes me want to die.
I am so confused by what this means. The building is used to collect children. Okay.
Oh,
Everyone
Above-
here is a child. Okay.
Above table.
The children are gone. Are they dead?
Way back when we all drank from the water
you saw a
and got
vision.
very specific visions, Caladium's vision very specifically was her. She was in her own body, but she was in a closet somewhere with somebody angrily shouting her name and a child sniffling behind her.
Exactly what I
It
was thinking
was-
of. Exactly what I was thinking of.
From the perspective of inside of the closet, and
Yes.
Caladium on the other side, shouting.
Oh shit, that's what it was? I'm
Mhm.
misremembering it.
You're gonna kill a kid.
I'm
You're gonna kill a baby.
I-
A little baby. I won't
If
let
Orin is a baby, then yes, I'm gonna kill a baby. That's
let
what's
you.
gonna happen.
Dusty is cool with so many things. Child murder is not
Okay,
one of
well,
them.
he wasn't a baby when I last saw him.
He's a baby now. He could grow up.
You
and
have
become
no
where-
evidence.
And
Where
We
are
have
all the
no
babies
evidence.
now?
We have
Also-
no evidence that Orin is in fact a baby.
Mhm.
Vaughn only told you there's only children here.
Any children is a baby. that's what I. my
But
opinion.
but Cal has the deep sinking feeling that he's here.
I know
That
he's
he is
here.
Oh,
He's here.
somewhere.
So somewhere.
Vaughn may have encountered him. Vaughn may not have encountered him.
I do
Right.
also want to ask Vaughn. He had a
Mhm.
little information about the allergy that Bavlorna has. Does he have any helpful information on Nightshade?
Actually, I do know a little something. If you can manage it, if you're the first person she sees when she wakes up in a day, she cannot remember you and she cannot see you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No. 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 Stupid fucking
Oh
kid
yeah,
is so right.
those unicorns that you didn't, you were like, what, I gotta write this down. Aren't you glad you wrote it down? Aren't you glad?
Wait, what was the unicorn
I'm
thing?
so confused.
Remember exactly what
You
it
got the
said, but I know it said something
thing?
about be the 1st thing
Mhm.
that she sees in the morning.
Oh, at the
Mhm.
carnival. That's right.
Yeah, that's when you get the
Oh,
little
so
Carousel.
thing
you
with the
also
stuff
got a
down.
hag thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
and it was that.
I
No,
see.
it was something gay. I am not sleeping with a hag. Dusty will do a lot of things, but I will not seduce a hag.
Did anyone else get a carnival message?
It was
I-
only you two who passed the checks for it.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
feel like he says
vomit.
that and Dusty's immediately like, if Dusty could, she would turn white.
So she cannot remember you ever, or she cannot remember you that day.
For the day.
For the day.
I gotta do some fucked up shit. Oh, I'm gonna have to do some fucked up shit.
Palladium is
Also,
literally like sat
Kroger, can you?
on
I'm
the
sorry.
ground.
I'm just gonna send a message. You're fine. Red.
Okay.
Palladium is literally sat on the ground with like her head between her knees. She is processing. We are slowly processing.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Stat.
Hmm.
You guys are so
Are
lucky
you-
I made myself proficient in stealth, because I have a feeling we're gonna need that.
Vaughn is kind of looking at Cal, having her little breakdown, her little
I'm
freak
having
out.
a moment.
I'll be fine in like an hour.
You,
Really good at bottling it.
are you all right? You don't like kids?
No, Duster's right. I'm very good at bottling things. I just need to sit and not punch anything for a minute.
Dusty's gonna sit with you and also begin to bottle.
Do you
We're
need
bottling.
some water, maybe? You need
No,
I know what I
water
need. I
is
want
the
to drink the
exact.
moonshine that I stole from the last tag.
Some of you still have drugs.
I
Oh my
also
god,
have
I still
drugs.
have
I'm
drugs.
just gonna look up at Caladium and be like, you want to be fucked up right now with me.
Let
I
me
pull out the
roll
drugs
something for
and the
Caladium
moonshine.
real quick.
Cal and Dusty still have their drugs, correct?
I'm gonna pull out my drugs and the
Caladium,
moonshine and just
And
look
so
at you
does
like,
CD.
this is an offer I will
Caladium,
make.
Caladium like looks at you, looks at the moonshine, and then looks back at you. Absolutely, I do.
Okay. Okay. I'm doing drugs.
Oh,
You're doing your drugs?
Dusty's doing drugs. I don't even remember what I got. I just remember it was something
You
weird.
have a small vial of brilliant golden liquid.
I'm gonna
And
drink
when you
that.
drink it, you are so fucking happy. You are the happiest you have ever felt in your entire life.
Honestly,
Nothing could be better. This is the best day ever. This is everything's going your way. Why could you ever be sad?
you know what? Dusty deserves it. I don't think Dusty's had a happy day in their life since they were like 10.
Mm-hmm.
when Dusty does their drugs, Cal is gonna whip out the bottle of moonshine and just take a big fucking swig out of it.
Excellent. You're getting drunk. Would you also like to do your drugs?
I think I will save the drugs. We are not. Caladium has a lot of shit going on in her brain right now. Drunk Caladium is one thing. Drunk Caladium might still be able to swing those checks as to not actively steal from or kill the guy that just got them here. Drunk and high Caladium, there are no rules at that point. There are no rules. We would fully give ourselves up to our entertainment if we were both of those things. And we have just out of curiosity, is it just like a gut feeling, like that vague anxiousness?
It is a sensation, yes.
It isn't pointing me in a direction, is it? It's just the vague.
It is not pointing you in a direction.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's just giving me anxiety. It can't be useful.
For those of you that have wandered the Feywild a bit, you are a bit caught by how much light there is here. It's like sunset, not twilight, but actual sunset.
I do have a question. I'm confused. Are we finding a place to stay for the night, or are we just gonna camp here, guys?
Vaughn
I feel like
is
we should not be.
noticing everybody like busting out some hooch and some fucking drugs. He's like, "Oh, all right. The energy, love it, love it. Let's go this way. Let's go this way." And he ushers you all into a dugout alcove underneath one of these massive root entanglements. It's cozy. There's enough space for all of you, while it is still quite enclosed.
Or something.
Oh no.
I feel like Dusty has one mood setting. It is pure neutral. They don't know how to handle being happy. So I feel like Dusty's just gonna walk in there very awkwardly, just like, alright, very cool. And whenever like Vaughn is talking, just be like, and give them a wink. Not in a flirtatious way, really, but more like a, I don't know how to communicate my feelings when they are positive.
Have
His
any
shadow
of you
is
seen
like
go ahead.
waving.
Have any of you seen The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Not all
Dusty
of it, but
reminds me of Daryl.
Oh God, you're so right. You are so right.
Yes.
Oh my god,
I'm
yes.
like, this is just Daryl Dixon.
Yep.
You're so
yep.
fucking right. That man was very integral to my childhood, so I'm not surprised.
Cal is
Hold on.
literally just gonna. I'm just
Not a
gonna
bitch.
find a little corner and wedge myself in it and just sit with this feeling.
I'm also
With
going
the
to wink at
itch.
Star flirtatiously.
I'm getting winked at. Oh, Dusty, come sit with me. Let's look at the perpetual sunset together.
I will.
Meanwhile, Palladium in the corner.
I should have given
with the itchy
Caladium
brain
what
and
I
the
had.
upset
I think
stomach.
they could have used it.
Oh.
I gotta sit and think about how Dusty acts when they're happy.
This is payback via Clover instead of me for giving me a fucking love potion on my angsty ass character.
I'm not in love. I am in a good mood. There's
Yeah,
a
I
difference.
thought it was
Yeah,
really funny.
it's payback.
This drug was described as a pure liquid antidepressant, and I was like, let's give it to Dusty.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh.
That's
We're
so
gonna have
fucking
campfire
funny.
stories about Dusty and their childhood.
Excellent.
Um,
Star listens eagerly.
CD and Cal, I know we're getting close to time here, but I have
Yeah.
something I would like to do. Do you guys want to RP? Maybe not tonight, but tomorrow?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay,
Catch me.
thanks.
Before we log off,
hanging
this
out
is the
like
first
the intro.
night that CD will not have to spend alone because Vaughn is an elf.
Oh,
Very sweet.
that's so cute.
And we're not in a
Alright.
hotel. We're outside.
Not in a hotel. You are outside.
Oh,
All right. Well, that's it for tonight, besties. How we
Over.
feeling?
I'm gonna
Great.
need you to text me back expeditiously.
Oh, did you text me?
Oh
I
yeah,
always D&D my phone whenever we're doing
you're
this. Hold
you're
on.
fine. You're fine.
Excited.
I know, Kay, that you probably have to get off very, very soon because it is 10:30. But I can't wait to see Emrys's reaction after everything that just happened. Emrys's reaction to Cal wedging herself between two roots and
You
just
know-
nursing this moonshine, rocking back and forth.
If you guys are gonna be up for like another hour, maybe I start. I don't know.
I'll be up probably.
I'll stay up. I'll drink a monster in the morning. I don't care.
I'm gonna be tired
Oh
whether
my
or not I
God, you guys
stay
are
up.
so
So
Well, yeah, it's my off day tomorrow, so I'm up.
Okay.
That's why I'm always like having a nice little glass of wine when we D&D because it's my off day tomorrow.
Also, I have to stay up and clean anyways because my mom's coming over tomorrow. And my living room is full of yarn.
Delicious.
Speaking of
feasting
yarn,
role
have I
play.
shown you guys this massive D&D dice bag that Andy has made for me?
That's so
Beautiful.
cute.
And the matching
Lovely.
teeny tiny one?
For that.
That's cute.
It's for Rat. Rat's dice go in the small one.
That's cute.
I love my fucking Andy certified D&D bags. They're the
Dude.
best.
I have 5, I think. I have 5 bags that Andy has created for me.
I have 3.
I like making dice bags.
It's wonderful. It's
I've only made
wonderful.
one so far, but I really enjoyed it. I just don't have other characters, and I don't know what design to go for my DM bag.
It all started because I wanted to have a dice bag for each of my characters. So this one's CDs, and there's a little robot and a monarch butterfly and an acorn on it. And then this
Adorable.
one, Loogies, the murderous dog that I play in my uncle's game, and there's a wrench and a 4-leaf clover on it. I don't remember why I put the clover on there. Oh, because I took the lucky feet.
Yeah,
That's
I was
why.
about to say, isn't
And
he
then this
the
one's the Nico. He has an axe, and he
It's
also
so
here, you guys
cute!
look at this is funny. It has a dog on it.
Nice.
charms
Wait,
that
I love
Andy
it,
put
Nico and
on
his love of dogs.
Andy put these butterfly wings on here and a butterfly. It's flipped over, but it's blue.
So cute.
And then also this blue charm. And then wait, let me show you guys Neldoran's.
Oh, I love Nelson.
Yeah.
Alright.
My Felix one is my favorite. I have a little tentacle on it.
Nice.
Ugh, how we feeling?
I'm gonna throw up.
Neldoran has a gun, a little
That's
gun,
Cute.
and a fat bullet.
Nice.
So
The
cute.
bullet's my favorite.
I love it.
Love.
All right, I'm stopping the recording, by the way. I almost forgot. Everyone say bye. 3, 2, 1, bye, 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 bye.
Bye.